And I heard some bizarre stuff when I woke up this morning, or yeah, it was morning, and I had to get some stuff done, so unfortunately I couldn't start this. This is a bit of a chillish stream where I'm just gonna sit here and trash talk and try to relax. But unfortunately, again, a dead piece of metal keeps popping up, and it's just. Ugh. But I heard he did some egregious things, so. Uh, I guess he doesn't like call-ins like normal, so I don't know why that's a thing. I mean, that's sad. I don't know if the Emperor will show up or Kage will show up because you know we've got real life and all of us have a thing called job, so we disperse. So I have no clue if they'll be here, unfortunately. So right now I'm soloing. I really hope his fan base comes here because it'll be interesting to see the little hentai dude. I really hope. So yeah. Oh, Moshi, yes, dead metal. He's weirdoing, but it should be interesting. Tweet 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 tweet. I mean, I heard some people made call-ins that we all know, but he hung up on them. I don't know why, but successfully, I know someone. Everyone's got IRL jobs, so what the hell's gonna happen? I have no clue. But hopefully some fanboys will come here. I love a good fanboy debate. I mean, after all, apparently in their eyes, he's a god. Or he's a guy with a god complex. So, come on, Dead Metal. I love it. Maybe Emperor will pop by and at least give me a comment to find out what the hell happened. You know, what the hell? I shall send you to Jesus. But unfortunately in this setting there is no Jesus. It's, what the hell? Hello, Keith. I mean, I like that Dead Metal reappeared. It gives us something new to talk about other than dumb old Quantum again and again and again and again and again. I'm getting tired of beating that dead horse. Well, actually, everyone beats the horse, and it's so dead now. It doesn't need to be resuscitated. But I heard, like, he rejected call-ins, and I went to find the stream that I was told about, and the fucker privated it. Why? I mean, I understand if you unlisted it, but private? Okay. Now, if you have a Rumble account or another alternate account on another social media, I'd love to see it there. I mean, Rumble, Dead Metal, you can make monetization off of Rumble. I mean, I have a few exclusive videos on Rumble, shameless plugs to the Rumble account, because that has a few things that I couldn't bring back to YouTube, and a few things that are only on there. So it should be interesting. Oh, lunch break's up. What's about Dead Metal getting smacked on the phone? What? You called in? Are you serious? What are you trying to debate you on? And glad to see you got your lunch job. See, I got your message, John, so I just figured, I bet you, if I didn't know you called in, all I knew is he hid the stream, because I guess you commented? Oh no! You dumbass, Dead Metal. You tried to debate John. John in Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. That's a fucking death sentence. That's dumber than a flat earther. I mean, flat earthers, I know you think that since the earth is flat, it's running around in space on a dragon. That's okay. He tried to argue you on Star Wars. The fool probably got team rocketed. I'm blasting off again. You have to have knowledge of Star Wars and all them. We know you don't, Dead Metal. You did a shitty review of Star Wars, the Knights of the Old Republic. God forbid if you touch Force Unleashed, because then you won't even understand the context of it, or why it's not considered canon or any of the other stuff, because you probably fell flat on your head, as John says. I bet you if one of them tried to call in, you used a VPN and wouldn't let them come in and just kept bouncing. Oh no! Just film lore? Tell me he didn't argue you. Tell me there wasn't an argument. And tell me he's not made a review of The Force Unleashed. Oh, God. If you were here, we'd have to listen to that review live just to debunk his dumb logic like we did the oh God, Knights of the Old Republic. This man, his stupidity knows no bounds. Flat Earthers. How, Flat Earthers, have you found someone more intelligent than you? And look, audience, if you're a Flat Earther, that's okay. I just use Flat Earthers as an example. So, if his knowledge goes as far as the films, he doesn't know that... He probably doesn't even realize that Star Wars has nuance. Oh, what am I talking about? Half the people don't even look into... Run! Don't tell me he calls Star Wars Revenge of the Sith crap. Look, I'm having to face death. No, Kage, it's fine. I heard you were there, so... What? This insanity! All this happens when an Asian man sleeps. It happened last time when I slept, and then when I sleep this time because I was tired, another crazy shit happens. Can an Asian man not get some sleep? I mean, there's a reason why I have that little hashtag meme, leave them Koreans alone. It's a mockery of two blacks, leave them brothers alone. But... So you went after... Tell me, Kage, please tell me he didn't go after you either, because then he went after the brothers. God forbid if Two Black ever makes a stream on you, death metal, but you're probably not on his radar, but still. Oh my god, the man would turn you into a walking meme. Oh, what am I talking about? You would consider that low tier, low cal, if someone else made a stream on you, other than someone that's got 100 less over my number count, because I'm literally considered low tier. But the fact that you screamed when I called you low tier god to Young Defiant makes it funnier, and at least Young Defiant made a fake PS5. I mean, Young Defiant can think outside the box when trash talking shit. Okay? And that's sad. Oh god, the beacons are lit. Oh god, that means you'll be coming back later today. Oh god, no. I just don't get it. Dude, I need to make a Stephen He-Matter GIF because, like, I was sleeping. Sleeping! Always when I sleep, shit happens. Bye, bald eagles. So, what else went on Bizarro Land last night? You mean failure management? You are now a failure. Hentai in, where are you, failure? I mean, at this point, Dead Metal, you need to be sent to Jesus. Stop crying, you get constipation. Extra emotional damage is probably what happened to you. You were probably popping off shit, not expecting one of the three of us or somebody to pop in, and then all of a sudden, emotional damage was done. Hey, we all know you are the Grandmaster Pothead, but you make all potheads look great. That's the thing, you're the meme, just like I'm the whatever your grandmother calls me and all sorts of other things. Hell, the Catholic Church would get mad at me for impersonating a priest. I mean, Asians have no souls. Hey, Dead Metal Media Church! Asians have no souls! I mean, seeing as you just said that you called in, I'm guessing, and I saw a DM, what happened was extra emotional damage. And you're going to call Elden Ring a crap game. Because you called Warhammer a crap game. Which apparently you know nothing of Warhammer lore. I know of a very person who would dress up like this and say heresy for calling Warhammer crap. A very angry German. As you said the one time I called it. It seems you don't like when somebody when the people you call out call in, you flip. Hell, if you showed up in my chat box, I'd be willing to have a debate with you. But of course, you probably use a closed Discord line so none of the other people can get in. I mean, the fact that you ask me that I have, if I receive super chats, when you know I have under 1,000 subs and probably not that watch hour times, is a self-defeating question in itself, which makes me raise an eyebrow. Oh God. For glory of eternal Sith Empire! I mean, at this point I would love to see some droids blowing up some heretic separatist. Because God forbid when Kage or if John gets off his lunch breaks and they come here and give me more context to what the hell happened, I'm just at some point shocked at how things go. I'm also gonna laugh my head off because you're probably gonna take my stream and clip it. But then again, you could say I did the same thing to you, but when I played the full, I only played the full clip when I actually called in, and you deleted that stream, so, eh. I mean, Dead Metal Fun's a whack around. It's like using a whack-a-mole. Now, the reason I call you like a whack-a-mole is because, you know, in the whack-a-mole little game, you're supposed to hit the mole that pops up and hit it, and then you get like 100 points, and you win the little jukebox. Oh, I'm suddenly feel old if everybody knows what a jukebox is. But yeah, you're like a whack-a-mole. You appear out of nowhere, and then we have to get a sledgehammer out and whack you back down. And you pop back up. Or you hoard this comment section, which, thank you, YouTube algorithm. Also, Dead Metal, if you private your stream, that means you lost watch hours. Isn't that a dumb thing to do? Most streamers would probably say that was dumb. But, hey. I'm just messing around on Elden Ring at this point. Because, okay, Elden Ring has a story, but it's fun just because it's open world just to mess around with. Because I'm always finding something new, and like I just found the Grim Reaper sack area. I suddenly feel bad for all Grim Reapers. Please, don't take my soul! Failure management! That's exactly what happened, was failure management. You see, Dead Metal, you have failure management group. Do you know what the management is? Because emotional damage. I mean, you say my drink of the gods, which I call Dr. Pepper, is a killer drink. Well, yeah, we all know it can kill. It gives you kidney stones. But I'm gonna have a short lifespan anyway, so I'm fine with that. For the Emperor! I mean, you probably wouldn't even get that phrase. Oh shit! Look, dude. Look, merchant. I did not mean to attack your horse. Oh, what am I talking about? I thought that was somebody, a stupid person. Swordstone key! Yay! Me need. Nope. Don't worry. If anybody appears, I'll put a timestamp down on the comment section. Because no one wants to hear my dumb ass voice. Because we all know emotional damage. Oh shit!
Hello, I am Steven's dad, and I would like to help you in failure management.
Oh god! You actually came. I guess you got off work early, son of a bitch, I guess. But what happened? I sleep. This happened last time I slept. Last time I slept, he acted up. What is up with the undisciplined children and me not being able to, when I sleep, the unruly children come out?
I have no fucking idea.
See,
I just do not have a clue. In fact,
so
I have something. Huh?
What was his argument? Because we left a thing in comments in Discord saying he tried to argue you, which is a dumb idea.
He do the usual straw manning argument. The very argument that Chris would do when it comes to stuff.
Okay.
Except at least Chris puts up a competitive argument.
Well, what's the argument? That there's only the sequels?
No, that the continuity is only in the movies, nothing outside. Even if it was said that stuff that's outside material is canon, is not canon, so it couldn't be used. I said no, you can't look at it like that. Don't pull a Phantom Menacer.
And let me guess, he hung up on you.
No, after we was going off, he says, John, how about this? You can redeem yourself. You just have to say you apologize to me and everyone for what you've done. And I was like this, well, I apologize for my audience that has to listen to this dumb idiot of Dead Metal Media, and I feel sorry for his audience that you guys have to waste your brain cells listening to this guy. Later, peace, and kiss my white ass!
You borrowed my line from the one spat feud. Oh no.
And did you check your DM?
I saw he privated it. That's why I said, don't you realize that?
Oh no, I'm talking about your Discord DM.
Oh no, what did you DM me? This can't be that bad. Tell me you got the context clip. Oh no! What have you done, Dead Metal?
That's a good one, ain't it?
Oh yes, but what have you done? Oh, I can't skip it.
I look good with a metal arm.
It's just you do, but why? So he used strawman arguments?
Of the worst order.
Don't tell me he argued that Revenge of the Sith was not canon.
No, he said that anyone that that watched Revenge of the Sith first, because mind you, I was a kid, I've established that was the first movie, and he said, oh, it's not the darkest and the most violent. I was like, yeah, kiss my ass.
Oh no! Tell me he did not say that live on air. That was off stream?
No, that was on air.
Oh god. That's asking for a death sentence. That's worse than I thought it was. I mean, I thought you was stupid in Flat Earth, but you said Revenge of the... Oh no. Are you Dead Metal? You were talking to a guy that could have won at least $2,000 on a drunken party playing Revenge of the Sith. And knows more on that movie than I do. Why? Why would you argue that movie? What the hell did I just...
Because and I've said it on several accounts, but I was like, hey, agreeing by association doesn't make you right, Dead Metal, because I said I prefer Revenge over Empire.
You know, I'll give you this. What was the plot of Empire Strikes Back?
No, that's what I told them. That's what I said. I was like, what's the plot? It's a chase movie. There's no plot besides the twist. And he says, yeah, because episode 9 is the best. I was like, hey, whoa. Hold up. The movie is inferior. The books are superior. And he says, well, you can't expect idiots. I was like, yes, said it for me. I can't expect idiots to understand, but those same idiots want to feel like they're a fucking scholar on the franchise.
Wait. He said episode, as in Rise of Skywalker was the best?
The problem is the George Lucas cut that they had George Lucas do that they never released. I swear they have a Snyder cut on their hands that they fucking did. There's a 4-hour George Lucas version of Rise of Skywalker that got a 70. At least even though it wasn't 100, it got a 70% approval rating from the people, like fans that were watching in the back. They were like, okay, even though Episode 8 was rocky, this one he sealed it off nicely. And then Kathleen Kennedy just goes, nope, we'll do my version. When her version only got 20% approval, but yet they went ahead and did hers.
Oh, Elon Musk, buy the Star Wars franchise next.
Elon, can you hire me to write the franchise?
No, even if you can't, just buy the Star Wars franchise away from that crazy woman.
Well, no, this time, here's the thing. Because Chris still doesn't understand this, even though it's been proven. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they're the ones who now have the power to do what they want. She's just a mouthpiece.
But Dead Metal argued Revenge of the Sith with you.
I know. Look, idiots can't. You know, idiots can't.
I thought
idiots can't
Quantum
process.
TV was stupid, but that's using DMCA's and shit. On an intellectual level, that's just dumb. He should know you excel at a Star Wars. You're a Star Wars channel. Dead Metal, you are not.
Everybody, we're here on my end as well.
What?
Yes.
Oh shit.
I could care less what you think right now about a duality, but here's the thing. This is a top. You would have been like, you probably would have been like, you know what? Fuck it. He brought it on himself. Fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, this I didn't know of it. Now this has just become a two-pronged attack.
And apparently he has an issue with being. Hold on. How do I say this? He has an issue with the 3-hour podcast that we did debunking all his stuff. I was like, why not? I'm a YouTuber. I'm entitled to free real estate. When I explained it like real estate, he didn't understand it. I was like, I know.
Yeah, I mean, hold on a minute. Let me flip my one screen to see your end. Oh no, you're gonna be blowing up Sith troopers. What horrible fate has awaited him?
Here's the thing. I would have played Republic Commando, but you know I've played that story so many fucking times. I need I just need a game that lets me swish, stab, fire.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But why? Why would you argue that? And tell me he has not touched Star Wars: The Force Unleashed in review format.
None of his review made none. It was the same thing with Old Republic. None of the points.
He made a video on that game.
Yes. The Switch version. The one that everyone knows. I mean, you need to go into here's the thing. You gotta go into those older versions to understand that yes, they might be inferior to the PS3 version, 360, and the PC version, but those went for cinematic flair, where these actually went for just gameplay and gaming nostalgia, which was okay for the previous
cycle.
Which is okay.
But we all know that anybody
PS2 and all that's okay.
Everybody knows that about movie video games, that they would put some stuff on the older consoles, but it would be like the extended. Well, it would be kind of like the extended edition, but the 360 and the PS3 got the pretty version, the pretty CGI main story.
You do that. I got a phone call.
So that was a dead given back then. I mean, look at Pirates of the Caribbean games back then. Some of them games fleshed out more story than the movies did. But why would you argue Star Wars? That is a death sentence in the making.
That's a death sentence. That's not even just a death sentence. But do you like the title of this stream? Because I have to get the speaker because I have to be fucking high just to listen to him talk.
Wait, you managed to find the clip?
Not the clip of the fucking stream that he deleted. No, but his most recent videos after that he says, "Yeah, I'm rebranding. I'm doing all this." Nope, it's the same shit. Except it's even worse. Okay, how do I say this? He's Ghostbusters 2016 to us being regular Ghostbusters.
Oh, man.
Yeah, comment like that, right?
But what I can't believe he decided to touch Force Unleashed because he probably doesn't get the context of the year of when it was made and why it's like that, which is a very common mistake. When people
and here's the thing, the fucking the Wii version was not bad at all. It was actually one of the very first ones that does use the motion controls to using the lightsaber and the fucking the Force, and it had a dual mode for two people, a versus mode that I haven't seen since Revenge of the Sith.
I'm about to trigger Kage. If he's listening, I'm going to trigger Kage. But this is not me being to do it to make you malintelligent. Even that crappy Bleach game that was on the Wii had really good motion swordplay, if I recall right. Because it used it like you could wield the actual Zanpakuto sometimes. Other than that, it's crap.
Zanpakuto.
No, Kage hates that game as much as I do, but he hates it more with passion. So I'm just saying that, you know, with the swinging of your sword was really cool.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's garbage. I just don't know his opinion on that there. But wait, he was mad over the fact that I managed to save the damn clip of him? God damn.
Yep. Like he was just like trolled.
What? You weren't expecting one of us to actually have evidence still? You dumb idiot. That was when you made your funeral. But then you deleted your funeral. You know by doing that. Oh no. Okay. What am I listening to?
The Mustafar encounter.
Oh, here I was thinking I was about to listen to his review, cause
we will. Because I mean, here's the thing: if he goes ahead and he talks about other people, then okay, come on, Dead Metal. It should be okay for us to do it.
Dead Metal. You're fun to talk about. You're like the locale of Quantum, and you know Quantum's getting old for most people to talk about. So I don't mind it.
Do we brace ourselves for his Elden Ring video first?
No, I want to hear his. Okay, do his Elden Ring one, and then I'm gonna go take a quick second to go put something, do something real quick on my end, and then you critique it, and then I'm gonna critique it. Okay, after I get when I come back.
Let me just say this. If you're not planning on coming out to my live funeral because this channel is dead and I am moving on to something better that's going to transcend reality as a whole, you are a complete flap.
Wait a minute. Weren't you already dead?
Wait. You already had a funeral. I caught the audio.
You need to be coming out to both live streams. You need to be ready to...
Oh yeah, quick pause. Just to let you know, they bought the rights to the Vampire Chronicles, you know those videos I had you watch?
Yeah.
They're gonna do them in TV format so they can do every book in seasons.
Okay, so he's having
I'll sit through that.
He's having a second funeral?
Ready to mourn. There's going to be tears that are going to be shed, but this will be the most epic live stream you have ever seen. That's why I'm doing it in 2 parts. Friday, February 25th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Be there, you fucking clown.
Oh, wow.
Saturday.
So this is 2 months prior. How the fuck did he do a review of Elden Ring when it just came out a month ago? Not even 2 months.
Wait, okay. That's...
Remember, it came out March,
and it was February when he had the burial. I looked at the live stream. I had to go way back.
This video is dated for that too, for February.
Wow.
Yep, Feb 23. So he pulled a Young Defiant in full. This is the Doom Eternal of Young Defiant videos.
All right, you trash him for a few minutes because I'm gonna quickly go do something. It shouldn't take me more than 3 minutes. Because
don't worry, I'll be sitting here. I haven't even started playing a match yet.
No, the fact that he reviewed a game that isn't even out yet, he deserves to be trashed.
10 a.m. Eastern Time. Fucking be there.
Be right back.
So let's get into the topic of the video. Is it really a surprise that we're here? Is it really a surprise that we're here? Elden Ring getting 10s across the board. Who could have saw that coming? Oh, it's just the greatest game ever. IGN quoted as saying that this is going to move video games as a medium forward, comparing it to Breath of the Wild. Now, wait a minute.
It's actually beyond Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild was a pile of overhyped slop. And considering the source, considering IGN has been exposed, has been revealed in the past, that taking steps from publishers in...
The fact that he listens to IGN, where's the... Gotta... That's making me cough just to think about it. Where's the credibility?
Exchange for handing out 8s, 9s, and 10s in places of 3s.
And to debunk that, everybody, I was never a Souls gamer. Elden Ring got me into Souls games, just like it did Kyo, just like it's doing for a lot of people. You know how they said they always wanted the easy mode? This game is the gateway entry point for Souls fans, or newcomers.
4s and 5s, is it really to anybody's surprise that this overhyped, garbage-ass, empty, open-world, easiest boss fight...
Yeah, easiest boss fight to my ass. You are lying through your fucking teeth. What the hell did he
say? I heard
and he
easiest...
said that he said the open world has nothing in it. And he said that he gets his sources from IGN. His credibility just went out the window. Whatever credibility. Okay, he didn't have much. To quote Rich, he was in the negatives, but he just keeps going in the negatives. Negative brain cells.
How did you pull a Quantum TV before Quantum TV pulled the shit?
I know, right?
Never having video
wait, pause it. Pause it. I have an idea. I know what happened. Dead Metal, you pulled a transcendence trick that I don't think you're even smart enough to realize that you pulled. You gave inspiration to one of the worst YouTubers that started a stupid feud by your stupid overreaction video of this. You created
That's a
Quantum
possibility.
TV. I wouldn't want credibility for the creation of Quantum TV.
Shit out to us in
You?
2022.
Hell no.
Glowing review scores across the board. I'm not surprised.
And mind you, he's talking about the review scores before the scores were ever even out. And it's mainly Souls fans and new Souls comers that are giving it high praise. Mind you, he said this is the easiest game of the Souls games. Yes, it's easy to a veteran. This is still a good, strong entry point to newcomers because it's not ultra hard like the other ones are. This one's like, okay, you know what they did? I could tell the enemy patterns are reduced. Where in a real Souls game would have fucking...
It's dead.
The enemy... Yeah, it's death. They'll fucking hit you with 4 or 5 different maneuvers, and then when you come back, it's
I'm
like they're doing
avoiding
new
dogs,
maneuvers.
everyone. Do you see? Before, you wouldn't be able to do this shit. Your ass is just dead.
From Software's out here writing fucking checks. They know their ass can't cash, but their bank account can. They've deluded each and every single one of you little fucking clowns into believing that they're putting out...
Hey, Dead Metal, From Software actually takes time to make their games. They don't shit them out like Activision.
The only thing next level about these fucking Souls games...
Oh yeah, and guess what? I found out what the Kong and Godzilla event are.
What?
It's just guns and clothes.
Yeah.
Based on their things. Everybody's calling them out. And apparently their player thing, like, a lot of people are arguing, saying if you don't have Kong and Godzilla at least fighting in the Warzone, they plan to boycott that day of it drops on the 11th. To not play Warzone. Because, like, the way the trailer shows, it's like players are fighting each other and then you fucking see Kong and Godzilla fighting each other. Unless 2 players turn into Kong and Godzilla and fight each other and could fight the players, then that would be different, and then I'll probably play the fucking thing more often.
I actually would like it if Kong and Godzilla were just background things that destroyed you, like the nuke.
Yeah, because then I'm gonna fucking stop and just look at them the whole time. I'm not even gonna pay attention to who's around me.
And that would be the sad thing about it, because then you're looking up and you're in the middle of a gunfight, and out of the blue, Kong comes out there and grabs you and throws you.
I see fucking everybody stopping to look. Like, I see a lot of players just grouped up in an area.
I can't believe Dead Metal surpassed Quantum.
Seriously, and how is it that fucking... One more thing I forgot to say.
Hey, Dead Metal, if you make me and John Quantum, if you make me and John become high level like Mischief, oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Exactly. Send some of your subs my way. I'll be a great host for them. Not a soulless wretch.
Who makes it? Who does nothing but makes fun of his own fans.
Whether we're talking about Bloodborne, talking about Elden Ring, we're talking about
you sound like Jim Sterling.
That have existed on this fucking platform that we call gaming in the forms of Neo 2, God of War, Jedi Fallen Order, Lords of the Fallen, the Third.
God of War, wait, what? Jedi Fallen Order, maybe so. That's considered Souls light because it plays very similar. Like you have to see your enemy's movement, but the enemies are not difficult.
And God of War, kiss my white ass. Or Korean
God
ass.
of War's not a fucking Souls game. Only the Valkyrie bitch is a Souls boss. That's it.
And look, not all the Valkyries. The Queen Valkyrie, okay?
The Queen bitch.
It's not all of them, because you can beat most of the normal Valkyries. It's the
You know
Queen
what's funny?
Valkyrie.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna get fucking. I'm gonna be traumatized and happy to see the Valkyrie Queen aid you in the second, because I've been thinking that bitch is gonna come fucking attack me.
Hey, hold on!
She's
Don't you have a save file still of God of War where you could go fight the Valkyrie again, just to show this asshole what the Valkyrie is?
I would have to do an entire New Game Plus again. But to me, how many times I've done New Game Plus? Where's my Kratos at?
Damn it!
He's at an ungod. Oh, here's the thing. Before God of War Ragnarok, let's say the week Ragnarok comes out, and if I somehow have a PS5, because that's the time I want to stream God of War 2018 again. When I get a PS5, I'm gonna stream it on that, and then I'll go to Ragnarok, because at least I'll have one reason to play it one more time to lead in. Because remember, they're two-part games, so why not? I think I would turn it into a fucking 2 weeks of God of War. I think it would probably take me
Hold on, didn't he because you and Kage were up when I fell asleep. Yes, I fell asleep. I was tired, okay? And yet
I know
shit
he
always
left
happens.
I figured Kage messaging Kyo saying John's facing dead metal would have rose this Korean from the dead.
No, I was asleep. I was actually dead asleep.
But okay, but this thing. But let's say if you weren't like super dead asleep and you saw the buzz, how fast would you get up?
Fast.
You would have like, cause I don't know how long it takes you. You probably got to reach over to get the glasses and be like, what the fuck? But I know the moment you see those words, you'd be like, oh shit.
I'd be on it quick.
To the chair.
I'd be on it quick, and I'd be broadcasting.
And I left. Here's the thing. I left him with a false sense of security, thinking I was not gonna call. I was watching the stream with Kage. We were watching. We were just laughing to see what he was gonna say to us.
Like
Kage was roasting him in the chat.
Like we did Precursor.
Yeah, and that one guy, Assad or some shit. The one guy over that has that blue avatar looking thing on my chat.
I was just gonna say.
He's a moderator over there.
I was thinking hentai dude. In hentai? In inai?
All those accounts that we think are fake are moderators to Dead Metal that have been coming here.
Really? You send your
Yes.
moderator fanboys all the time over here? Oh my god. It's like dealing with Last of Us 2 fanboys.
Because you fucking idiots come out here and funnel money into this dead-ass genre. Let me tell you something right now. Dark Souls 2, Elden Ring, all these Soul games, they do absolutely nothing different than boring-ass, generic, cookie-cutter third-person action games. You know what they did in the background? You know what they did? The fucking From Software guys put the normal difficulty, they bumped it up to hard, and they removed the difficulty setting. Congrats, you fucking lazy. Spoiler alert, you can make any game Dark Souls. I was playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. I bumped that shit up to realism.
What? That's a shooter, you dumbass.
That's the Dark Souls world, boys. That is it. And guess what? Every game has this shit. Every game you can find through the difficulty. These fucking imbeciles out here from software are coming out here expecting you to fork over $60 every couple of years, and they decide to shit out a newest Souls game because they know you idiots will buy into it. You have proven it right time and time again.
This is the first time I bought a Soul. This is actually the first time I pre-ordered a Souls game, by the way.
This was the first time I picked up a Souls game in forever. Demon Souls, I own it, or Dark Souls 1, the remaster, but that was given to me as a gift. That doesn't count. I didn't buy that. I went out and bought this full price. And I don't regret my purchase.
Because it really is Breath of the Wild Souls.
Yes.
Where Breath of the Wild, it's funny, is the areas where I think Breath of the Wild does lack is the stuff that Elden Ring does what Breath of the Wild should have did.
Trade again?
And I think since Breath of the Wild is locked behind being on Nintendo, so it can't be super difficult as it is. That's as far as like the difficulty in that game is just basically pushing normal mode to almost hard.
Also, Dead Metal, you're using a straw man's argument again, saying all Souls games are that all of them are. No, they're not all the same. No, no, no. Shooter genre is completely different to a Souls genre. Shooter genre does not require you to have a sword and shield.
And it does not require you to think.
Yeah, you can crank the difficulty and it'd be harder on a shooter game. That's not that, but that's just
Call of Duty. No, Call of Duty realism hasn't been the same since World at War. So give me a fucking break. Those realisms are fucking babies now. Try playing fucking original Modern Warfare and fucking World at War on realism, then talk to me.
Hey,
especially when World at War was the first one with online co-op. Even that was fucking tough. Because I only had to watch your goddamn back.
I got a better one. Why don't you play Warzone live and see how many people with mods attack your ass?
What's up, heretic? I mean, Lord Beatmaster.
Lord Beatmaster. See, we're listening to a heretic on my end because he thinks Warhammer's shit.
Yeah, there's a heretic that thinks Warhammer's shit, so we're addressing him. We are doing my will, my work. Pete, what is your will?
Because, I mean, he even called, I mean, I can't believe he actually took, man. But then again, he could say the same about us, but at least we're gonna...
I got a better one for you, Beat. Recite me. What is the Emperor's will?
Oh, I can't believe that. I mean, what is his Star Wars review? Did he do it before it even came out?
It was 4 weeks ago when the game's only been out for 2.
Oh.
Actually, not even 2. 1.
Oh.
Actually, not even 1. I got it this fucking week. 2 days after it came out. I just had to look at it again on my digital receipts that I got on my email for when I make purchases.
Oh my god. It hasn't even been out a week. You really are, you know, at least Young Defiant created a cardboard
Purge
PS5.
everything in relentless fury.
No, at least Young Defiant created a fake PS5 out of cardboard. And got creative.
Bring me the bane of the heretic.
Okay, I wonder, since you have that rageful voice and you never play gameplay or something, do you break your controllers like Wings of Redemption?
Oh, me? No.
No, Dead Metal. If that way you have to play a game.
I want to say, because I've gotten pretty fucking mad, but...
No, I'm asking if he breaks his controllers like Wings of Redemption does. That's why he doesn't.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. One time, I did break my controller.
Everybody's broken a controller in frustration at least once.
Okay, but no, it wasn't my PS4 controller. It was one of my PS3 remotes, but I had 3 at the time, so of course it could fucking, you know. So, the shit was, I fucking... Oh, what game was I playing? I think it was Spec Ops The Line, or some shit.
Oh, Dead Metal! You appeared on my end. How you doing, dude?
How's it going, friend? I enjoyed our chat together. Where did it go? I wanted to clip it and save it as a momentum. Don't rob me of that. Come on.
Come on, dude.
Give me the file. Come on, give me the file. Give me the file.
Do Soma's voice. Do an impression of Soma's voice and say, "Give me the contract."
Give me the goddamn file. I want my fucking contract. This fucking Korean over here, go get his goddamn contract.
Come on, Dead Metal.
Dead Metal trying to argue Star Wars with the fucking Emperor? You don't lose.
Why would you
you want someone back, or do you need me back?
No, I just think it would have been funny to do an impression of Soma, since you know he's not here.
I told you I could do it perfectly.
Yeah, but you know the fact that
when you spend a lot of time with the motherfucker, what you think? I could do certain. See, I know I've been asked to do voices, but I can only do certain voices that I can for sure do. His I can do, and he don't even get mad at it because he knows how perfectly I can do it.
And you've tricked most of us once before into thinking, "Oh shit, he's here."
I know I've tricked y'all before saying, yo, he'd be like, yo, he's here. And then like, no, where is he at? It's just John. I'm like, yep. I did it. Fucking guilty.
But, so, being Dead Metal, why'd you get rid of the stream? Why?
It's privated. I would know. Damn, there was a commando.
He says, what's up, boys? Come on, comment! To quote Biden, come on, man!
What did Biden call the Chinese president?
Yoshi! He called him Yoshi. Yoshi! And now Nintendo owns my stream for saying Yoshi.
Yeah, Miyamoto can suck my ass for right now.
But how was the phone call?
We're playing two separate games.
How was the phone call? Was it educational? Please tell me how the phone call went, because he won't tell me. Because I would love to hear from your point of view the phone call, and maybe Dead Metal will make a response video.
He won't.
He says you want the phone call file?
No, I just want the stream up. I just wanted to get my portion. You know, just my portion, nothing else.
Yeah, we just wanted the little clip.
I would have just uploaded it fairly and simply titled it "My Call with Dead Metal." I had plans for it.
It was gonna be funny too. Hell, we might have asked Crab Dude to come. What's it? Guy who made with Quantum. You remember?
Oh, Crab named Heller.
Yes, we might have asked to have to quit playing at Crab named Heller to make a video of you where he's interviewing you.
You know, I'm gonna give you one good thing, Dead Metal. I actually want a soundboard of your insults. I think I could use them. I could utilize them. It's like the insulting version of the John Cena meme that's like, are you sure about that?
I know. And
Dooku said reconsider your course of action.
But I got a question. Why do you keep changing your location phone calls? When someone tries to phone call, you block it straight to Discord.
It worked this time. That's the shit. It worked this time because Kage tried to call and didn't hung up. It rung a couple times. Kage tried to call. I was listening to the stream. Then I called. He actually picked up. See that? And now that proves that. Remember how last time I was trying to reach him?
Uh-huh.
Ancient Hylian.
I mean, David Collin. Hello.
No, it's not Kage. It's just me and Kyo.
Ancient Helian, how you doing? Oh, Dead Metal from my side. Would you like to talk to him, both of you guys? Here, let me send you a link to my
He's on your stream while I'm playing Star Wars?
Yes, he's on my stream.
That's all I wanted.
Well, because he...
Well, I'm proud. He finally... You can say... Senpai noticed you.
There, you can take the clip. You can take the clip of me saying that, everyone. Senpai noticed me! I hate that term. You go ahead and use it, everyone. That's just great. And the last thing he said to me is, do you want the phone call? Here we go again. Again, the clout chasing. Why am I not surprised? Well, here we go again. I love that meme. Here we go again. I didn't know CJ appeared.
Here's the thing. How is anything clout chasing on YouTube? You have to think of it like this. Review Tech could easily debunk your comment. YouTube
don't give you Review Tech thing. He's already got a deal for enough of an idiot called Quantum TV.
Yeah, but I'm saying Review Tech explains it best. YouTube is free real estate. You can make any video you want. No one is subjected to defense from anything. That means you'd have to tell that to every single person on YouTube. So, that's a self-defeating comment. I hope you know you defeated yourself.
Hold on a second. Okay, everyone. Here we go again. Hyrule, there's a link to my channel where he's at. Let me see here. Dead Metal Media, you asked me a question. John, I will re-upload it if you ask nicely. We don't need to ask nicely. Well, I don't need to ask nicely. What I'll do is I'll meme the shit out of that. And I'll ask a crab named Heller to make a sitting shrink phone call of you. You can't tell me that wouldn't be funny.
Oh yeah.
So Dead Mill just said he'd upload if you asked nicely, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I just gotta ask you a question, Dead Mill. You told us that you were
I
having
got
a
a
burial.
screenshot of the phone call to prove that it happened too.
Damn. So, but see, you don't have to re-upload it. It's privated to unlisted, so that makes it a fact by self-defeating answer. So if you unprivated it, we could see the chat reply. Unless you delete it and then do that, and then we can't see the chat replay. Because Lord knows I'd love to hear what your chat had to say. Well, thank you. Here we go again.
Alright, Ancient Hillian?
No, here we go again. It's appeared on my end.
That means he's on your end, but I'm talking to Ancient Hillian, who just said that he wanted his payback on Dead Metal, so.
Oh, well, Ancient Healing, the link leads to my channel, and Dead Metal is currently on my stream right now, which is funny, because I didn't think Senpai noticed me. And yes, I'll keep using that meme. You can meme me the shit, Dead Metal. That's funny. Do you want to know something funny? When you
Tom Brady. Wait, he hates Tom Brady? I don't know nothing about football. That's Kyo's department, so.
No, that's my other friend's department. But Tom Brady is just like universally because of certain like you know, he said he was going to retire, didn't retire. Kage could tell you more on that than I could.
Oh, okay, so that's Kage.
Possibly, he probably knows more on the that anyway. But let me say, here we go again. I didn't know I had CJ from what was it?
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, the meme. I really do thank you, Dead Middle, for making us memes, because by memes, in case you don't know why immortalization is that, because it's hard to get rid of a meme. It's actually worse than it being up on the internet and being forever. I mean, how do you think Pepe the Frog got memed?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at Donald Trump. Say or hate the man. The man made so many memes during 4 years, it's ridiculous. He got more memes than George W. Bush or Obama. No, not Obama. Obama!
I think he said, hold my beer. That was the definition of hold my fucking beer.
Well, yeah, but it is funny. I mean, Dead Mel knows me is funnier too, but hey, here we go again. I mean, that's a funny name too.
Seriously, that is one of the most. It's ironic.
No, it's a memeable name, so I like that channel name. Could you put a picture of CJ for your profile, please? Here we go again. I mean, I'm not. That's not clout chasing by asking a viewer that. I'm just saying it would fit the title. And make sure it's the one where he's walking.
Yeah.
And I got a question, Dead Metal. How did you get a copy of the game 3 months before it came out?
A month before it came out.
A month before it came out.
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Well, David Kill, that's a question Kage would know the best. But yesterday was a Sonic special for Kage. He finally got to get rid of all the scars that the Sonic community gave him.
Oh, the Sonic community is...
Did you hear that? That was some funny ass shit.
Oh, I felt bad for the situation.
But there were some things that I didn't even know that I'm just like... Gah, gah, gah. But what the hell? But the thing, Dead Metal, is one thing I know you do is when you try to call in, you have a bounce tracker. Use a burner app number. Which is no offense, those are really good to be hard to track. That's how I stayed off grid for a while. And I understand if you want to use a burner number so the phone companies don't get your biometric data. Because nowadays, phones have that stupid little health tracker shit on it.
Mm-hmm.
That has to know, it knows I have to go to the bathroom before I do. It probably knows if John's constipated.
I wouldn't be surprised if they make such an app. I could use an app like that.
Hell, they probably have some that let people know of emotional damage if you suffer at an early age. Steven! I need you to go find my slipper.
Your shit slipper? You should say your shit slipper.
I said, whatever, my slipper. I said, Steven, I need you to go find my slipper. Or better
Somebody
yet,
get the slipper.
here we go again. I need you to go find my slipper. Where my slipper
There
at?
we go.
I love how you say I'm his boyfriend.
They're clones of one another. If you put up Elden Ring on one screen, and you put up Dark Souls 3 on another screen, and you get some random ass motherfucker off the street, you say here, it's like the meme. The company wants you to identify the differences between these two images. Spoiler, not a prediction. They will not be able to do it because what's that? There is none. The game is a Control-C, Control-V, copy and paste job in all the worst ways. Come out here, Chris.
Dead Metal, your voice is being glorified.
I will fight for Ubisoft. I will pick up the Ubisoft sword. I will take it to all the From Software fanboys, and then I will turn around and I will let the CEO of Ubisoft fuck me in the ass because that is exactly what I'm about. That's
Whoa!
Whoa! Dead Metal!
who push this media forward, not the cowards who sit behind keyboards talking shit to other gamers, saying that they're
Nice
better
potty
than
mouth,
they play
dirtbag.
certain-
No! He wants. I can't believe he wants the president of Ubisoft to do that to him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was.
That's just disturbing.
Nice
Rich
potty
would,
mouth, dirtbag. Rich would say, "Damn."
no, Rich would fall out of his chair. I almost fell out of my chair.
Drank a Souls-born Kool-Aid. The only thing born out of Dark Souls is an elite army of the next-bearding hearted who have shocking amounts in common with the worst gamer stereotypes. They're basement-dwelling motherfuckers who do not contribute to society. They're so fucking fat. They're so full of
Actually, you know there are women hot-ass streamers nowadays? So, technically you're being a bit of a sexist.
To wipe their ass for them in the form of disability checks. They have long hair, they do not bathe, their personal hygiene is literally in the gutter. Seriously, get one whip of this motherfucker, you stop as you go downstairs to the basement, you're gonna think you're walking into a goddamn petting zoo.
But what does that make you, Dead Metal?
Are the scum of the earth and the scum of the gaming industry, and I am not tolerating it. And you think for 1 second, you think for one solitary second that these 9s and 10s that Elden Ring is getting across the board,
It hadn't gotten it yet.
in these motherfuckers' minds, that they are in fact really gamers are kidding yourselves. From Software has created an entire career that now spans multiple decades out of pumping out the most pompous propaganda I've ever seen in video game form. Because they literally tell the end user, this is not
Wait, they're CNN?
good for this game. You need to be great at video games. You need to be excellent at this hobby. Well, guess who that appeals to? The same leeches on society and the same leeches.
That would make you one, Dead Metal.
You'll find these motherfuckers on the Dark Souls subreddit stroking from
No. Not dark subreddit, the dark web. Get your terms right.
Come and they'll do it with a smile on their face. And these are the same motherfuckers that can be found in the comment section of my video claiming, you shouldn't play the game, man! You have to see the movie, man!
The what?
I don't know. Remember, he saw Batman before he came out and said it was horrible.
What they'll actually type out
Remember? There's no way you could have had access to it.
paragraphs
Oh, Dead Metal, your voice killed my character. Thank you.
Their belief that their favorite game, their favorite movie, their favorite TV show, or their favorite platform is in fact.
You sound like the preacher of a church I went to.
You don't need a certain amount of credits to pass the test.
I'm picturing you with both arms open, yelling.
Isn't he religious?
He's a zealot. If B could put in burn in holy fire or whatever it is, GIF, it'd be great. I think he needs baptism.
Baptism by fire.
You better show up to this fucking live funeral and debate me one-on-one because you will not be given enough.
Hold on. If he was dead, did the funeral thing, and he came back, you technically should have gotten rid of all your videos and started new. But oh, I know why you didn't
I got
do
no
that.
idea.
No, why he didn't do that was because he didn't want to lose watch hours.
Oh shit.
Because he'll know he'll lose watch hours, remember?
What the hell? You heard what he just said? He said something that would piss off my grandma.
Oh no, I thought that was my job.
Just listen.
Of movies, and you know what? I'm going rogue. Fuck God, that motherfucker sent me on a suicide mission because you people are not worthy of the fucking mission. You are not worthy of saving. Seriously, imagine seeing these 600-pound, ginormous in the basement of their mother's basement, jerking off the furry porn, typing shit on Reddit.
I'm scared because John's grandmother hears this. Here we go again. You don't understand the zealotry of John's grandmother. She wants to take. If you heard what she wants to do to me, if she ever catches him on it's gonna be horrifying.
2019, I made my debut, and I went hard from day one. I went to war. I did what needed to be done, and I.
Wait, you went to war? Which one?
Over the last 2 years. Over the last 2 years, I've.
Which one, Dead Metal? Which war?
The war of remembering his medication?
No, he said an actual war.
Oh.
Did you go to the Iraqi one, the Afghan one, or Desert Storm?
Kissing my fucking shoes. I have done nothing for this platform.
No, it's Kiss the Ring, you dumbass. Get the correct terminology right. If you rule the world T, you say, kiss my ring.
I brought my message and I brought it clearly. My mission from day one has been this: to save you, to wake you docile sheep up, get you back in line, thinking with your own brain, to provoke a reaction out of you, that'll get you to realize that, hey, this motherfucker out here might be brash, he might be harsh, but this is the shot of the fucking arm, this is the slap in the face I needed. Realize I'm making poor financial choices, I'm making poor hobby choices, poor life choices.
I'm picturing you bending down, clapping your hands, and holding your ass.
Not even fathom into this channel, and I am done. I am done trying to save you. Your savior has abandoned you. Consider the human race a failure. I fucking quit. Come out to the live funeral. It will be the most.
Why were you shaming publicly and going for a live funeral when you didn't die?
At this point in time.
Yeah, it was weird.
I mean, I hate to tell you this, at live funeral, you just had a bunch of donations and stuff. Conundrum's funeral for me was more entertaining. I mean, shoutouts to Conundrum, by the way.
Oh yeah, he plays VR chat. He can probably tell you about the worlds I've been to, because he would know about them as well.
I mean, I'll say this right now. Shoutouts to the Conundrum, because that burial thing, as much as I might disagree, was more entertaining than your burial, Dead Media.
I wish Griffin would do one, man. Like I said, I don't agree with his political points, but I'm entertained by the other shit he does. I've made that clear before.
Griffin's entertaining. Why are you shitting on Griffin? I thought that was.
No, he's just got. Okay, like that's why I said I'm not gonna let our political differences.
No, I said him, the idiot.
Oh,
not you, him.
No, he did. No, he just asked. David asked about Griffin should do a video on Dead Metal.
Oh, sorry, David. I mean, wait, yeah, David. Sorry, didn't see that part in the comment section. I have two monitors pulled up, or two-way thing, so it's a bit hard to see both at the same time. My bad.
Oh, nothing about Conundrum. It was just we were referencing one of the videos, Ancient Alien. That's all.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, because let me add, pause the idiot's mouth, because he's just going on promoting.
His Sonic's video next.
Okay, but pause. Look, there's a spat between me and him, and it was buried. I played pause for a week. Okay, whatever. That's besides the point. He did a burial stream of me, which he's not proud of, but regardless, his burial stream of him burying me was more entertaining than your burial stream, Dead Metal Media.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Conundrum did a hell of a
job. Thanks for showing up, my man. How are ya?
He showed up when you're in.
Think of it like this. You remember WWE? I hope he doesn't. Actually, this stream, in a way, doesn't. And it could be taken as two ways. It could be taken as offensive or excellent. Why? Does everybody remember DX from WWE?
A little.
Okay, D-Generation X, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and those people that, yeah.
Yep, now I remember.
Okay, so think about this. We're playing Dead Metals. Let's think about it. We're playing what we could say his greatest hits. But remember, this is in the same vein as trying to do a tribute to Vince McMahon. And what did DX always used to do to Vince McMahon?
Torture him, give him a buzz cut.
Dead Metal. I know you don't care for anything at the moment, but just allow us to play your videos as we break down
your logic.
Your logic, yes. It's great for you, great for us. Win-win. No, it's not really shitting on them. We're gonna do this as intellectuals. Even though Keo's the only intellectual here, I go off the cuff.
Wait, you're more off the cuff on my end than this.
That's true, but I'm on my shit.
Oh wait, you're on the thing. Okay. Okay, well, look, we're not talking about AEW. We're talking about old WWE. You dip. Wait, that's right.
No, AEW. No, he's right. I give him that. AEW is better.
No, but you were referencing old.
Yeah, I was
WWE.
referencing old WWE, not this new shitty brand.
No, then the WWE. You have a point, Dead Metal. I award you 1 point. Congratulations, you are awarded 1 point for being correct. Current WWE sucks.
Well, at least he's lucky. He gets two kibble pieces because AEW at the current time right now is better, and that's the one I watch the most.
That's what I'm saying. He got a question right. I award you 1 point, making fun of the Billy Madison thing. So we don't need to have people have mercy on souls. You got the question right.
You're gonna wake up 45 years old, crazy ass ponytail in the back of your head, gigantic fucking gut covering your penis. You're gonna look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, dead.
You know what's funny? I have a pretty clean face, clean shaven face. I do have a ponytail.
You have the Cuckman haircut.
I'm well, here's the thing. I'm pretty average size. I went to the doctor. I have a pretty solid build for my size now, so I'm in pretty good shape. I just have medical injuries. That's all.
Hey, but at least you're not employed.
Yeah.
So Dead Metal, you can't use the excuse on either of us that we don't have a job in real life. Both of us now are employed.
Hey, I made the energy, came right out of work, got on here, didn't I?
Yep. Hell. Kage even works. All three of us entertainers work. So we say in semi-shape, so...
Okay, Kage is gonna be mad if he hears this.
What is it?
Little blue hamster with Down syndrome known as Sonic.
Uh-oh.
Plastered all over the windows, all over the walls, and all over the theater itself.
Can you do an impersonation of Soma summoning Kage?
I'll think about it, hold up.
After the video's over.
Okay.
But yet, now we've got the retirement of the comedic legend. we need a pledge for Jim Carrey to go along with it. Now, I want to make one thing very clear to my people. I don't people are you. Allow me to bestow upon you a nugget of wisdom. Jim Carrey is not retiring from acting. I'm not retiring. Do it when you're still willing and able. This isn't a Bruce Willis situation, folks. Jim Carrey could continue being a mustache-twirling villain for all the rest of the.
What's wrong with mustache-twirling villains? That's stupid
For the
evil.
Sonic movie, it kind of makes sense because in the Sonic movie, Dr. Robotnik is a fucking master.
I mean, that's when it's like, can you pull me another line, sissies? There's nothing wrong with mustache-twirling villains. They're actually kind of funny.
Yeah. We need a break from hardcore villains at times. They serve a purpose.
I mean, look at Dark Malak.
Here's the thing, you know there's one character who I think could do both the mustache-twirling villain and the badass role at the same time if this ever got into a movie, if done right? Dracula's Castlevania in live action. If they did it, he could be a combination too. Because think about it, he's a snarky motherfucker like a mustache-twirling villain, but he's got the power to back it up, and he can scare the fuck out of you.
Did I just get killed? Oh well.
I'm using a lizard.
I think I got harpooned by an alien.
Because quite frankly, the first Sonic movie was the worst video game adaptation
Oh no!
I've ever seen in my life. Now, there are good video game adaptations, there are bad video game adaptations. Allow me to give an example of each. Bad video game adaptation. Sonic the Hedgehog completely disregards
Oh no!
with humor, all of that gone down the fucking toilet like a log displayed after a night of heavy drinking, instead replaced with manufactured humor, play it safe, PG.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, I need to pop a drink. We're gonna have an angry brother come in a few minutes. And it ain't Soma. And he just got done coming back from his recovering a few scars. Where's the drink? I need to pop a drink.
He said the Mario Brothers is a good movie.
No, what he just said about the Sonic movie. I need to pop a drink. Everyone, we're gonna have to play a drinking game.
I actually can't wait to see. I do want to watch that animated Mario movie. Because it should be entertaining.
It's animated. Those are entertaining. It's not live action.
But they do got a missed opportunity because with the kind of budget you see from Sonic.
Wait, since you're done playing the clip, you gotta imitate someone for a second. So Lane Kage.
It's not done. The video just started. It's only 3 minutes in. I just stopped it just to iterate something.
Damn, I thought it was over. I've been wanting to hear your iteration of him since he's gonna be pissed.
What was I saying?
Yeah, Mario live action if it's done properly.
Yeah, because look at the budget of Sonic's world in live action.
Hey, you know what? I forgot to mention this last night when we were burying Yuji Kadada, whatever the guy's creator of Sonic. You did one thing right, Sonic fans. When getting the movie canned for a little bit, you got Sonic redrawn. That first drawing was a monstrosity.
Since even though Mortal Kombat had, Mortal Kombat had a very similar, like when you look at the two controversies of Mortal Kombat, it was both movies suffered from a difference in look from the source material. But if I beg to differ, the director said the second movie is gonna be very much just like the games. You just have to accept the compromise that the two tournaments, the rematch and the main one, are gonna be put into one major tournament. So I'll be like, you know what, that's fine, because the whole movie everybody's fucking fighting. Then you see characters from the games. It could be more like the games, the more the levels. Boom. As long as you have a match between this guy, I could see this happening instead. Since there's no Goro, Shang Tsung is the boss in the arena, and then Shao Kahn steps forward.
Yeah.
You get basically both fights, then you could do a third movie, Invasion of Outworld.
But no, you gotta finish playing him talking bad about Sonic, because I don't want Kage to come in here and reopen bad wounds.
I have no desire to even learn her name because she can't act to save her life. Whether we're talking about Uncharted, starring that sissy Tom Holland and that has-been Mark Wahlberg, whether we're talking about Rampage, and yes, both The Rock and Negan from The Walking Dead getting in on the video game adaptation cash flow, or we're talking about...
Rampage was actually entertaining.
Yes, it was so dumb, I clicked my brain off and had to laugh.
They were written, directed, produced...
Okay, hold on, pause that when we talk about Rampage for a second. I have to make a small confession. Everyone, Rampage, I watched it, and even though, yes, I will admit it's horrible, I didn't sit there and analyze it because I knew my brain would explode. I sat there, clicked it off.
The story of the fucking games is no better.
No, but it's just a beat 'em up, okay? But what was fun, to me, it was absolutely hilarious because I looked at it differently. I looked at it as a kaiju movie with humans in it, except a little bit better than how they usually put humans in it. What would you say? If you look at it as a kaiju movie, it's entertaining as hell.
The thing is, about kaiju movies, you're not supposed to fucking care about the people.
Exactly.
You're supposed to focus on a monster. Whoever you want to win, like, it's basically, it's supposed to be just versus movies.
But here's
Monsters
the thing.
Fight.
I understand they were going for, like, the human thing, which they don't, which I'm glad they got rid of that concept in the Godzilla movie, the newer one I think they did. But at least in Rampage, it's The Rock, so it made it entertaining when he went over the damn top.
It did. It had The Rock entertainment.
So I will give Rampage that. And Death Metal, yes, you're right. It is a bad movie, but you're using your brain. That's your problem. You need to shut your brain off and not think logically, and you can actually have fun.
It's funny because if you look at Daimajin, that is a kaiju movie that requires you to use your brain, kind of.
Well, what, Dead Metal, you just said Rampage was bad or something in your video. We're playing your video, right?
No, he said it was a good one.
Yeah, but it is good. You click your brain off. Dead Metal, good point. Just don't ever look at it seriously. Otherwise, you'll never enjoy it. That's like asking to watch Sausage Party sober.
Yo. I forgot that. Didn't I tell you that my young nieces and nephews, my sister didn't know what that movie was, and she accidentally put it on, and when she came back, it was on the supermarket scene, the party scene, you know what I mean?
Don't watch that
movie. She was
movie.
like, what the fuck?
You should tell her you're not supposed to be sober or insane when watching that movie. Otherwise, it just ruins the experience. That's the point of that movie. They made it for drunk people. And I bet there were a lot of DUIs.
When I saw that scene, I almost fucking dropped.
Yeah.
I was like, are you fucking kidding me, yo? But when I heard my sister scream at the top of her fucking lungs saying, what the fuck are they putting on Netflix?
You should have said, we'll ask about, well, it's not, Cuties is way worse. This is better.
No, I warned her about that.
Oh god, don't tell me she watched it.
No.
Oh good.
I don't think she did. I don't think she did.
Good, she has morals. Ooh. That's the only, there's only 2 18 videos I have on my channel. That's EDP1 and that.
I think my nephew did.
Gabe's cursed. That's the exception.
Because he doesn't know shit.
Gabe's cursed. That's the exception. Look what he did to your stream.
Oh yeah.
So he's cursed. That's the exception. When you think the Earth is flat, then you click that on. I'll give you a small. I'll give you the pass card. Now, if it was his brothers, no. Death Metal emotional on making everybody have emotional damage and laugh.
Stop crying, you get constipated. Dead Metal, stop crying, you get constipated.
Oh no, I'm just trying to give Death Metal a good laugh here because I mean, I think it's funny we found 2 things we agreed on. You should pop them more often. You're entertaining. At least you're more fair than Quantum TV. I'll retract a little bit of my comment. Okay, Call of Duty is hardcore and tactical. On player versus player. Okay? That metal?
Yeah, but then why do all the modes that require tactical have low player counts? It's just team deathmatch and
I'm
domination.
just saying, PvP is the only part I consider using tactical because you gotta avoid those aimbots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Dead Metal, you got a point on that one. It can be very tactical so long as you don't have the people with the aimbots come in and they shoot you out of the sky while you're still in the airplane. That is a fact. I just have to add a little bit to clarify your fact, but it is a bit factual. Also, it makes you want to rage quit when people do that too.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, you know how many times on Plunder I used to play? I did enjoy Plunder until the people would aimbot me from a long distance to steal my money.
Hold on. Where's the
And here's the sad thing about the cheaters when it comes to that. Beat just brought that up.
Beat says cheaters of Call of Duty stopped being good since Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, because they get busted.
Wait, Modern Warfare 2 wasn't in 2005. That was 2009.
Well,
I was in middle school when Modern Warfare 2 came out. That's way too early. It was Battlefront 2 that came out in 2005, and there was Battlefield. There was regular Battlefield 2. I remember that.
yeah, Bad Company.
No, Bad Company was Xbox 360.
Oops.
We're still talking about like, yeah, 2009. I'll say I know. When I got that shit, at least when I was deep into Call of Duty, I fucking stayed up late playing it with friends of mine.
So yeah, but nowadays, yeah, nowadays it's the aimbots that you gotta be more entire. But the problem is, I feel bad because most people that use those bots.
I'm gonna say it right now. Still to this day, nothing's better than World at War and Black Ops 2.
No, I'm just gonna say when it comes to tactical and aimbot say the ones that suffer at the worst, that do that shit the worst, and I'd be no shame on anybody that owns these because I've played plenty of games, are PC players. Those are majority of the ones that do the cheat shit to you are PC players. Now there ain't nothing wrong with PCs. We've said this before multiple times, correct?
Yep.
I'm just saying, the ones that tend to pull that cheat trick are PC players. Because you got the ability to hack and mod.
Carajo! You fucking bitch. You try to sneak up on me.
Guys, Modern Warfare 2018 was the rebirth of the series. Modern Warfare 2022 will be a game of...
We can turn... We know we know that there's crossplay on those. I'm just saying, imagine if fucking the original games had crossplay of some sort.
And also,
like,
what we're talking about, what I'm talking about right now is basically, cheats. That, when he said tactical thing, I'm talking about the ones that mainly have the cheats that you have to suffer to use your brain on, or the PC players that use the aimbots because they program into the game. And then they get mad because their PC turns into a brick sometimes because they get caught.
Kia, I think Star Wars fans should be happy. I'm playing as I'm basically, my gameplay is like Legends Luke Skywalker.
Oh wait, just a debug going, as it's Dead Metal's here, can you tell me what the argument was that he gave you?
It wasn't really an argument about Star Wars. It was just more so he didn't understand some things in it, and I was trying to tell him why certain people shouldn't be able to think they know it or be scholars of the series if they only have like
Chris Parker.
Knowledge on the films. Or here's the thing, everything gets retconned. Even retconning used to happen even back then too, but it was very minimal.
Oh god, there were retcons all the time.
You have to do retcons correctly, because yes, you basically have to fill out in between events of also certain things. How many times has Darth Vader's background been retconned until they finally got it right with the canon comics? Because a lot of people
are they redoing the canon comics again?
No, they're not. They're still continuing that successful part of the series. It's just that every time they go into a new arc, they call it issue 1, 2, and all that. It's like they do it in arcs. Like Vader has gone through a couple arcs already.
Okay, I was like, you just got rid of the good one. No, because I saw like, I was like,
No,
Delta.
they didn't get rid of that shit.
No, because I didn't realize they do the 1, 2, 3. They reboot it by going issue
He
1, 2, 3.
finally did something that he never did in Legends. He attempted the Rule of Two challenge.
Oh.
And he was doing very well until, of course, Palpatine always has a fucking contingency plan to cheat and keep him in power. See, that's the thing. He may be all powerful, but people like Darth Bane would say you are the worst Sith Lord because you're not letting our fucking thing continue. You're halting it.
Yep, but like I said, if Palpatine's written right, sometimes, like I said, he's the guy with a backup plan, Precursor to the Xehanort.
He always did, yeah, seriously. He always did have a backup plan.
But let's admit it, cloning hopping 3 times was stupid.
Yeah, it was. Now, he tried to finally do it successfully by trying to do it in the mind of Leia's newborn child at the time, in Legends, but it failed, so his spirit was finally destroyed.
Dang.
Now, there's one grateful thing I do get from the clone, from Palpatine coming back. At least the first clone was successful, because he was a real young one. He was at Luke's age. Like, he managed to clone himself to Luke's age. So that's youth Palpatine. Luke turned to the dark side, but the moment Luke now had Jedi and Sith powers, it was basically, at least you got what could have been the Chosen One versus Palpatine, because Palpatine had to fucking back up. He was like, oh shit, I didn't realize how fucking strong I made this little guy.
Yeah, that was the darker part of Luke's character arc, surprisingly.
So here's the thing, what would people want to see on screen then? Him flee from the Force, or turn to the dark side, where then they would say, that's not my Luke? Because that argument would still come up. Because then you're basically, they're gonna say, I can see a Phantom Menace argument. Let's say if Legends did happen, and we got to that arc where Luke turns to the dark side, we would have them say, not my Luke. Luke is an inspiration. Luke is that of hope. People look up to him. He's, you know, this whole fucking, they would patronize him. They would martyrize the character.
You know what's funny? Infinite Retro even brought up the fact that, he didn't use the not my Luke argument when, it came to, the Boba Fett. I mean, not the Boba Fett, the Mandalorian.
Great.
What was it? Where he showed up again. You know what I mean? Mandalorian?
Chris is here for my warm-up.
Yay!
He's just here to warm me up.
Dead Metal was the warm-up. Now we're on for the encore. Now for the main entree.
Well, most of the arguments, I mean, let's be real. I haven't had to think much to use them. I've been using bare minimum knowledge that answers the questions.
The Chosen One prophecy in Star Wars. Well then...
The prophecy of the Chosen One is on both sides of the Force.
Oh, how you...
Even George Lucas had stated that even when... Here's the thing. Think about it like this. The Chosen One for both sides of the Force. He was the Chosen One for the Jedi. The war was almost at an end. He was a hero for the Republic. He was basically the, what was Anakin during the Clone Wars?
Freaking hero.
What the idolized Chosen One would be for the Jedi. But the Sith had theirs, and the Sith version of the Chosen One would almost be like what the very first Jedi did. Remember how the first Jedi, one of the first Jedis became a Sith Lord? It's almost like that with Anakin.
You mean Exar Kun?
No, not Exar Kun. The Legends Sith, Ajunta Paul. Now, by my understanding, Ajunta Paul is canonized, just not in the films like he was going to be on the mural with the other Sith Lords.
Damn it.
But
is Exar Kun canonized?
No, he's... no, yeah, he is, because what they did in The Rise of Skywalker is if you read the if you read the novelization, Palpatine's fleets are named after ancient Sith. So each fleet that was named after an ancient Sith canonizes that Sith Lord.
So Exar Kun was in it?
Yeah, he had the Kun Legion.
Oh, thank God, because Exar Kun literally is the start of the fall of the Jedi.
Well, here's the thing. Since the prophecy is no longer around anymore because it's been fulfilled, what do you gotta worry about?
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, wait, sorry. Just saying, I've always fucking hated it. Yeah.
Like, the thing was, see, this is funny. This is one thing Vader did in Legends that he that he tries to do in canon way later, is the whole apprenticeship thing.
Yes, Star Killer.
Oh, but guess what? In the novelization, he's kind of canonized to a degree because Star Killer Base was named after him, and I think the Star Killer Legion in the Rise of Skywalker is one of the Sith fleets. Well, here's the thing. In Legends, the Stormtroopers didn't have different designs at all. I'd rather have at least the same design updated and upgraded with different colors and palettes to represent what they are about than the same troopers than the same trooper designs. Because I did like the Sith Trooper. That's what the fucking First Order Shadow had at the beginning, were those fuckers. Have Stormtroopers, but this time instead of white armor, have them have black and red armor to really play off that World War II scenario.
Uh-huh. The Nazis.
And then have the Imperial officers this time just wear all white. So, invert the colors, basically. You just invert the colors. Because I like how the Sith Troopers are, because I heard the Sith Troopers were clones. Because Palpatine finally fucking figured the efficiency of how clones should be, because you can mass produce an army. Eventually, your human soldiers, no matter how well they're trained, they're not going to be fucking crafty. Because they're still human. Like, they got more human like the clones had very human-like emotions. They did care about them. If the clones didn't have the accelerated aging, or at least their aging stopped accelerating at least to when they got soldiers instead of old men, because they accelerate a little too fast.
They had the Solid Snake problem. They suffered accelerated aging after a point.
Except, I think the new clone group, the Bad Batch, doesn't have that because they were
Yeah, they were variant genetics. But I'm just saying, they suffered.
I love those motherfuckers, yo. The Bad Batch are like the best written clones besides Rex and Cody. I hope it's true that Cody is in the Kenobi series also looking for him. Because Cody, the one thing I could think about that Cody could have done is either Cody could have had his inhibitor chip and he wants to go find Obi-Wan and either forgiveness for what he did. Because I don't think Kenobi knows about the inhibitor chips.
No, that's the only Anakin would have known about.
No, yeah, he knew it. No, he had an idea. He didn't fully know it. Yoda was there for that. Mace and Shakti and Kiadi Mundi, I believe.
You mean Dad Batch? But since I think he loves, thanks Demel for popping by. Very interesting arguments and debates. I had fun memes. Shit. I've got to get that damn item over there, even if it gets me killed.
What the hell? Oh, yeah. Let's see, what am I doing?
Well, they don't have Blu-rays, unfortunately. It's all digital. The only way to get it
I mean, as long as I watch the show, as long as I get a chance to watch the show a good amount of times and analyze it so I can prepare my arguments to destroy the Phantom Menace after the 27th, because I already know that's an inevitability. I don't mind owning. I guarantee they're gonna resell it way, way later down the line. Besides, I'm only 27. I still have enough time to collect a lot of shit.
monsters! Hentai monsters! Why were these added to the game?
And now that I like Ahsoka's show is gonna be about her chasing Grand Admiral Thrawn, and she's gonna have something to do with the world between worlds. If again they explain it, if they can now explain it in live action how it could work, it will shut down the arguments of people that dislike the idea.
Alright, the idea is a very good idea.
Because here's the thing, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it right now. As much as people wanted a Legends trilogy for Episode 9, if you want your Legends continuity, or you want something that could do, like, there's a way to do a time travel Star Wars story, and it could actually be something that is unique to the franchise. Because I don't care what people think, there's a lot of people that wish that this guy would have never put in the suit. It's like, shouldn't you want a Star Wars, a real finale? Let's say we did a time travel story, and we all got the and you get to basically re-jump the Chosen One prophecy, and have him battle Palpatine at the end of everything.
Yep.
Exactly, but here's the thing: because you know they're not going to be able to include. Because here's the thing: how many fucking storylines in Legends have trilogies? They would literally filter out their own. They would literally fill out a trilogy, but you would have to choose one because I doubt you could do all of them. That's the problem, because you don't know which one to choose. So people, because then you're gonna have people on all spectrums bitching.
And that's the problem with Star Wars.
It's like you're gonna have one group that always says, "Why you not do it my way?" Which I give admiration to George Lucas for making the prequels different, because the prequels were the first time something was different. You saw how bad they repented it, but now, years later, it's suddenly loved. I was like, motherfucker, I was in love with them before you could even say you were.
That argument, one of the arguments that I remember being touched upon back in the day was when the prequel trilogy came out. Some of you, I can't remember which YouTuber said it.
So here's the thing, literally right now, Dead Metal, are you here? Because you know what, I could use your inputs on this as well. Let's not put a grievances of Star Wars, but let's do something that could be an actual, let's say a sequel trilogy that could give everybody what they want. Like if you do an episode 10, 11, and 12, but 10 and 11 and 12 is basically I'm gonna Terminator 2 this shit.
Shit, that shit would be loved by some people and hated by others.
But it would be the boldest and probably something Star Wars needs. And I'm telling you, again, people can disagree, but the fact, since I have very solid knowledge, and the knowledge of the world between worlds is continuing to expand a little bit, and the ideas that it's addressed, 9 times out of 10, fans are going to be like, then why don't you have Ahsoka go back to Revenge of the Sith and stop it?
I've even told you various ways you could pull the trick off.
There's only 2. Yeah.
But I said the thing is, time travel's tricky to write because it's a cheat. It's an automatic narrative cheat. But hold on, let me finish. But it can be used properly as long as you put established rules of how it's done. They've already established the rules of how that world works, and so, but they haven't established if they can do the proper jumping thing yet. Okay? That hasn't been established of how that's done. Once that's established, so long as you follow those rules, it can be written well. I looked at Steins Gate until the physical time travel part happened as good time travel thing.
The best way I can say is do it now. Actually, after
Fives told Rex about the inhibitor. Actually, Fives told Rex about the inhibitor chips. Mace made Rex put 2 and 2 together that the clones were going to kill each other, and Ahsoka is what David Collins just said.
Oh, okay.
I was reading a comment for you.
Let me explain where you can go with this. It has to be after the sequels, obviously, and there's no confirmation that Ahsoka's dead at all. So for the sake of this, she's alive here. She's managed to be alive. Twi'leks age differently. She would be more like Shaak Ti even after all this time. She would be up to where Shaak Ti would have been.
They're
in
like
Revenge of the
Yodas.
Sith.
They take forever to age.
Yeah. The Twi'leks take a little bit longer to age. So, let's say she's
they're
around...
like Asian women. They age like fine wine.
Yeah.
That was a horrible joke, but hey.
So now you got... So, Ahsoka, in all her time, she finally learns... She remembers the temple... Like, she knows where to go. The temple on Mortis. All of the temple did do was just crash in on the door, but the door is still there. So all she's got to do is go inside, use the Force to go inside, or meditate on everything that has happened since the Clone Wars, like, to what she's about to do. Like, to where she's like, is this the right decision? What could this affect?
Well,
but then she
probably
thinks about the possibility...
She's probably old enough to think that there could be many variables to the situation.
Many variables to the situation, yeah. So therefore... This could go,
and I'll play devil's advocate for Chris here. The reason they don't want to use the world between worlds trick is because it's tricky to write, and they could screw it up really easy because of different writers.
Well, no, all you have to do, the one person who, let's say, if he wrote these movies, I trust that Jon Favreau could do the time travel story.
Even later, if Disney was to get kicked like they did with a bunch of the other things,
yeah,
there's a possibility they could screw it up that method. No more.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I'd be afraid to use that method. If you could have a competent writer who would be there for at least a movie trilogy and have signed rights saying, you cannot fire me in ironclad rules, then I would trust it to be probably pulled off properly.
Alright, so let's just say, this is how, but I was saying, this is how it could, this is where, let's say we pick up here. She contemplates everything. I would say make him an older Jedi, like an old man, at least at this point, would be Ezra Bridger, because he's also fairly young, at least at this time. So he would be around the same, very much the same age, but he would look more, let's say, close to Qui-Gon's age.
Hey, I just thought of something that would be really funny, because this is something stupid Palpatine would do.
Well, the problem is, Chris, I have crafted the perfect way to use it that doesn't contradict anything.
I just thought of something that stupid Palpatine would do that would be pretty epic to make in 3 movies. Because
him using the world between worlds to fucking make the Sith Empire appear during the Clone Wars.
Him accidentally create an Infinity Crisis moment.
Oh, that would be bad.
Where you get different versions of Anakin and different versions of Luke. Like you have the fallen Luke. Like you could literally put Legends and New Continuity together.
Here's the thing.
That there is heresy.
Not all of Legends, David, is self-contained. The ones from the 70s and the 80s, like those quick off books that was trying to explain things, those were considered non-canon to the Legends. Then Legends really started to pick up, and it ended fully. The only thing that's continuing, which is Legends, is the Old Republic MMO.
I can tell you exactly why the Legends continuity, and we got the remasters of the original ones that you saw that I had the VHS box to. The Thrawn trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
It was only because when Thrawn's books came out that people went and bought those books. It was #1 seller for a while in the 90s. That Lucas finally went out and they got the reels out of tape.
Wait. Oh, I was about to say something about the book and I just forgot. God damn it.
The Thrawn things were the reason why they sold. Well, that's why they got the reels. That's why they got the reels of the original Star Wars out of the box to fix them.
And here's the thing. Good thing is Thrawn was successfully transferred over from Legends to canon because he's still the motherfucker we know him to be.
But anyway, pull Infinite Crisis, please. Then we can have everything.
Here's the thing. There's a way to do that. There's a way to do that, Chris, with my idea. I have thought about this for a while. I just never wanted to really bring it up. Now I know how to convey it. But it all has to begin. Here's the thing. Even the opening crawl has to. It will be the first time during an opening crawl, have the classic crawl, like always. I will never get rid of that. But this crawl won't talk about anything that's current in the state of the galaxy. It will quite literally, not explain, but brief you on everything that has happened from the Clone Wars up to the, after all 9 movies.
And then also make it go squiggly lines, because then it's fourth wall breaking that something's happening to the timeline.
No. Have basically the age of the Republic is slain, the age of the Empire, and then the age of the Resistance. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm doing it my way. This is my stream, my channel. Here's the thing. This is a different Palpatine. Because I'm still going to have him do some of his canon and legend motivations. It can still be the same Palpatine, but rejuvenated much younger. So that means it could be a different person.
You don't have to have stupid Sith written version. You could actually have the legend smart version.
Exactly, and you know why? Because if anyone who's going to sense a tremor in the Force... Because I guarantee you use time travel, that's going to be a massive fucking tremor in the Force. It's going to give off something. It has to. So let's just go for this right here. You open up on the remnants of Malachor 5. Have Ezra
oh god,
and Ahsoka,
Malachor actually created a massive black hole. That's what the exile happened. So yeah, that did create a massive flux in the Force. It would make sense.
Have an older Ezra Bridger. Because right now, it's confirmed he's still alive even after this point. So, good thing is that's what I know. So, that's why I'm choosing him. Have Ezra
What about the
Bridger.
Asian blind guy?
He died to save him.
Damn it, man! Why can't we have an Asian blind guy back?
No, he wasn't Asian. Oh, no, the Asian blind guy from Rogue One died, too. I didn't talking about. I thought you were talking about Kanan. Kanan's not Asian.
No, I was talking about the Asian blind guy that got killed in Rogue One. That was epic. That took everybody out with a bamboo staff.
Because here's the thing. This could give everybody the Legends Palpatine who didn't make the amount of fuck-ups that he currently does in the canon. Because I give it that. He has a lot of plans, but a lot of fucking back fuck-ups. He doesn't have a lot of fail-safes like he did in Legends. That's one thing I will give it. His fail-safes are not here. He only has short-term phases. The problem is his long-term one was only the Empire. That was it. That was his long term. Everything else was he was trying to fucking cobble together.
But so, I will say he always was a crafty dude by having a backup of a backup of a backup plans.
Okay, here's the thing. I got a better one for you, Chris. You know what? So you'll be happy. Have Ezra Bridger, like I said, I need to continue with this part. Ezra Bridger and Ahsoka take counsel and remember Ezra's like, last time we used this. We don't know if it's still here in that, but Ahsoka's like, I'm very into, she would be more in tune to the Force than he would, because of how much experience she would already have. She senses it's still there, but it needs, they need to use the Force to get through the debris, the rubble, all the destruction. They get through, Ezra meditates to hold the door open. Like, they'll let's say they'll have a conversation conveying, it's nice to know you, hopefully we will find each other. You'll find me, find me in this current. It can work like it did in X-Men. When the time comes, go find him. So it'd be like in a later movie, she'll find a young Ezra Bridger as well to bring him into the fold.
I'm sorry, the X-Men moment still. This is kind of funny. Wolverine literally mind hops there, like many years later.
No, she doesn't mind. She doesn't mind.
No, I'm just laughing at the X-Men thing. I was making a joke on that because that makes me funny, and Xavier goes, "It's been a while, old friend."
Yeah, that's the thing. The Star Wars time travel kind of works like X-Men. What you do will take hold in history, so it will erase the dark, let's say the dark timeline, but you would be the only one that remember what the fuck happened. That applies to Ahsoka. She'll still know what the hell has happened.
Time travel's exemption clause.
Yeah,
what he would get. That's called time travel's exemption clause.
Have her walk the world between worlds. But she's not walking in there alone. The Force Ghost of her master, Anakin Skywalker, walks with her and tells her the moment that he thinks that you should go back and reason with me. And she'll be like, where? You know, I don't know if I can even get there through one of these things. Which moment is it? And then you play the soundtrack from the build-up where he's sitting in the Jedi Council chamber alone, and then he's like, "I need you to go there." Then it
That's
opens
the only
up.
place that literally does make sense, really.
Yeah.
Because that's where his fall started.
That's what, yeah, his fall descended into madness. Have her come in as who she is, like, the way she looks and everything. He would recognize her. He would know. He would just question the age. He would be like, what the hell happened? In his mind, he'd be like, what happened to you? You're
Yeah,
so, I know
didn't you
you're
see her not far off?
Yeah, he just saw her a couple weeks prior. Going to Mandalore, and she's young, she's 16. So he's gonna be like, "This is you," because he'll sense her force energy. He'll know, and then she'll be like, "I have something to show you," and he'll be like, "What?" He's like, she'll basically kind of explain to him, but she's like, "It's best I show you," using a force vision, putting, basically, let's say she touches his head, everything that has happened, knowledge transfer. All the information of what will happen to him, and all she's got to show him is the day they fought on Malachor and he got hit in the face, and he heard his voice come out of that suit. That's all you got to show him. And then he's gonna be like, "What the?" He's basically, wait. It's gonna make him question, "Yo, what's going on?" He says, "If you follow Palpatine," she could just follow him. "If you go down this road and listen to Palpatine, that's your future. Your wife dies." But she knows Luke, but your children do live on. She could say your son does live on, but you're not in his future. And then that's gonna make him. Yes, I think he'll still go to the what's it called? He'll still go to the. I think he'll still go to the Senate building, but he's gonna take Ahsoka with him, because she can keep him in check. She's kept him in check many times in the Clone Wars. So when you take that, for example, go into, he will take her, even though he's gonna want to question her age or wondering if this is really her, and maybe have an idea, like how the hell did she get here? Because I'm sure the knowledge transfer of the Force would tell him that she gained through time.
Also, there's one person who would know about that crap better. It'd be either Yoda or freaking Mace.
Yoda, yeah.
Yoda's already figuring about Force ghosts by that time, so Yoda, just take her to fucking Master Yoda.
But I'm saying, to make, in all fairness, have the confrontation, still have the confrontation between Mason, because here's the thing, talking to Ahsoka is going to hold up time. Remember how he left when it was getting darker? So
yeah, it was like daylight or like
it was
noon.
daylight, but have her show up when he's leaving. This is what I'm saying, when he's leaving. Because she can stop him. Because once he sees her, he's gonna stop. He's not gonna care. It's her. He's gonna stop.
He had 3 people he cared about most during that time: Obi-Wan, Padme, Palpatine, and her. 4.
Well, that's 4, yeah. So he'll listen to her. So Ahsoka would basically explain the situation to him. Then he's like, "You're coming with me." But that time travel, how she got through in the middle of Mace's fight with Palpatine, they all sensed it. Like, every Force user within the range could sense that, because that is something that has never been done. It's like a Force anomaly. So Palpatine is able to stall Mace and get the fuck out of there. That's how you can explain how he can still escape the situation.
Oh, make him lose an arm.
Yeah.
Make Mace take an arm away. It's a Lucas thing by that point.
Well, no, because here's the thing. He was already in fear for his fucking life, so I'm pretty sure he's just gonna bounce.
Well, I'm just saying, right? Since he's already in fear of his life and Mace is already attacked him, just make sure he loses an arm and then, boom, he leaves.
Yeah. So
let's pay back for what he did to Vader. I'm just saying.
So
pay back
let's say Palpatine gets away. He gets to one of his speeders and can quickly get out of there. He'll issue the order, not knowing if Vader was gonna come help him or not. So they could let's say they sense Mace heading back to the temple. The Ahsoka and Anakin would just follow his trail, head to the temple. But which Legion of clones is gonna go to the temple? Because Anakin's 501st Legion was personal, but they will still listen to him. over anything because
Well,
Palpatine
those
already
were
had
the
it in
elite
plan for them
ones,
to listen.
and do remember those clones were the elite, the best of the best of the best. So they'll just kill any clone.
So yes, there would be a fight. I think a lot of Jedi would still die, but you have Mace at the temple, you have Ahsoka, you have Anakin, and he's fucking taking out battalions of droids on his own. So a battalion of clones ain't gonna be shit for him.
And with the 501st, ooh.
Well, no, that's the thing. I guarantee it would be. I see infighting because I believe his presence would cause an issue between the forces. Either they fight the Jedi or they fight themselves. So
That's
it would
why
be
I
more
say
of a
you would have the loyal.
thing.
You'd have, when it comes to clones, you'd have loyalty versus orders. And
Yep.
like I said, the 501st would be like they'd be down for him, but the other clones would be all like, orders. Dink.
So have this set up to where the clones that do side with Anakin are able to at least hold off the other part of the clones, allowing at least a good more amount of Jedi to escape. Yoda would keep in communication with Mace because Mace would still be around. Yoda would tell them they would know where to go. There's other Jedi worlds that the Sith didn't know about, so they
Anakin
could
met
just start to
Thrawn at some
regroup.
point during the Clone Wars. Yeah, that is true.
As a child, yeah.
What? Well, actually, here would be interesting.
Yeah.
An interesting way to use the 501st. They sacrifice themselves to kill all the rest of the clones and make sure the Jedi escape.
Yeah.
I mean, they kill all the clones, that current batch. So a whole new batch has to be made. You know what I mean?
So, I would say...
Hey, just imagine the 501st taking on all the current clones that have been fighting in the Clone Wars and just kill them all, and that's how they all died one by one, like a Halo Reach.
I do see Palpatine retreating too, because he already had Exegol. I see him retreating to Exegol while Order 66 is already being issued.
Somebody still confirmed that that's the fucking Star Forge at this point. God damn it.
Let's say that's what I'm saying. In my timeline for the time travel, I'm mixing the Legends lore with canon lore, so I will turn Exegol into the Star. Exegol is the Star Forge, like not the Star Forge itself. It's still a planet.
It's a remnant of the Star Forge that was destroyed, like a piece of it that still survived.
No, I was gonna say the Star Forge itself is underneath the ground of the planet.
Well, that's actually the only thing that makes sense. Why the hell do those ships pop up that quick?
Exactly. How can you craft an army that quickly, or materials that quickly? I still feel Palpatine would have to utilize the droid army with his new legion on the side. You know, with his newfound other legions of troops and stuff. But I don't see him doing an all-out attack just yet. I see at least a good portion of the Jedi would retreat to the only canon planet that the Sith don't know about would be the Jedi Temple First Homeworld, Ahch-To. They regroup there, and for now, they're going to have to forge an army. It's going to have to basically, the Jedi will now be entering an early stage of the rebellion, but it would just be guerrilla warfare tactics. It wouldn't be not a full-fledged, they don't have troops to constantly go in.
They would already be an enemy of the Senate. Mace knew that the moment he attacked Palpatine, he would be considered an enemy.
No, but you also had the 3 senators that would finance the rebellion.
All the other Senate, other than the 30 senators, the other Senate, they would be considered outlaws by the Senate, except for those current ones.
The fact that it was Palpatine through the Force willing Padme to die, and he was also the one planting those images in Anakin's head. She does stay alive for this. She still has to remain. She will now be one of the rebellion finance leaders. You have the rebellion now led by a good portion of Jedi, even the great ones: Yoda, Mace, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka, and they're in a safe place for the kids to be trained.
The indoctrination needs to go.
No, but here's the thing, it will be done Anakin's way, because those are his kids after all.
No, just in the new Jedi, just get rid of the old indoctrination code.
Well, no, Mace would have to accept, this is where I'm going to have Mace do another thing. The fact that Anakin still remains loyal will in fact boost his trust with him. I think they'll have a moment where they have to get over their differences for the greater good of what's to come. And I see Mace now having to show Anakin how to use that technique to master the dark side, because he's going to need it if he eventually has to come to blows with Palpatine.
And teaching him the Jedi killing style.
Yeah. So, I see Palpatine, I see this very much playing out like the old Republic. It will be a standoff between the two sides. Like, I see half the Jedi taking control of half the galaxy and the Sith having half the galaxy, and it will turn into basically a Cold War type scenario. Because one, Palpatine's not gonna know where the Jedi are, and I guarantee the Jedi would have done rescue missions to get the Kaminoans out, so the Kaminoans could build a facility on Ahch-To to begin. Just basically, they're gonna have to clone troopers for them again, but this time no inhibitor chips, no Order 66 orders. These clones strictly obey the Jedi. I know Anakin would get his troops together over the 5, like, he would get Rex. In fact, I see him integrating the Bad Batch into his 501st Legion, because I know they're not, because they didn't side with the Empire. Maybe Crosshair, but I see Crosshair having no choice but to surrender at that point, because he would definitely be outmatched.
When he found the Knights of Council, I mentioned pretty
Palpatine is going to have no choice but to break the rule of 2 and train multiple apprentices and Force wielders, acolytes, inquisitors, hunters. He's going to have to do it. He's going to have to play the fucking Vitier of this era, and I know you don't like that, but he's going to have to, and I see him rejuvenating his body by absorbing the force of weaker dark side students that he trains. Like, he'll just basically use them, rejuvenate him enough, he'd be in his prime. Because since he can absorb the force like Nihilus, he'll basically keep himself youthful enough so he can practice and become more stronger. Then if he trains more people, the Jedi do have a threat, because there you go, you're going to have both sides led by lightsaber wielders. It will basically, this new war would be the Old Republic Part 2. It would be the Galactic Civil War and the Old Republic mashed, because now you got both sides led by Force wielders. And Palpatine would have to remain in hiding, because if he comes out, Anakin is already probably fully in his rights now to just kill him. He's like, fuck you, my wife's alive, I don't need you now, I need to do my job and fulfill the prophecy. And I see his children being taught by Yoda, Obi-Wan, and Mace exclusively. You have the Master of Defense, one in tune with the Force, and the one who can master both sides. So they'll already be able to have inherent abilities that will make them valuable against Palpatine. And I see Palpatine going back to get Maul. Like, not to kill him, but he knows he's gonna need a right-hand man.
Well, if you wonder if Maul would be like, fuck you, bitch.
No, there was kind of a point where Maul would consider it. I think the only way I could see Palpatine and Maul teaming back up during, let's say we're in now what would be the original.
If he's Obi-Wan's head, that's the only thing.
Yeah.
Carrot and stick.
He would like, you hunt Obi-Wan, da 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 da, and I can give. No, he would have to do what he did for Vader.
Did I get a grave stick? Did I just get a grave stick? Okay, go. Sorry, I'm just talking about what I might have found.
He would have to gift Maul a planet like he did for Vader. That's the only thing I see Maul, agreeing with. And I know Maul would take Mandalore, but he would initiate to where Palpatine would be like, I see Palpatine allowing Maul to keep his Death Watch unit, his version of Mandalorians, because Palpatine knows the Mandalorians could be valuable in a fight.
Shoot!
But I see Mandalorians also defecting to the Jedi. Why? Because of Satine. Or not, yeah, Satine and, what's her? The sister died, Obi-Wan's love, who was the queen of Mandalore, she died. But then you have the sister who's alive and wants her sister's name honored. Because I think Maul had her killed. Yeah, he did. Or he did it himself. And Anakin did, yeah, I remember, Anakin did meet Thrawn. So, I would see Thrawn not going to Palpatine. I would see him more towards Anakin because he knew Anakin was Vader, and he admired him, he admired the man more than he did the Emperor because he knew the shit he was going through. Even though this motherfucker had a smart mouth about it.
The only one that Vader let to talk back to was him and Grand Moff Tarkin.
Well, because Grand Moff had the Emperor's protection, because even then I know Vader
But I'm just saying, he's
point.
the only one that you ever see in the films let him talk back to, because remember, he's force choking that one, it's like, Vader, it's like, ah, damn it, I want to kill the dude. And then he gets the full bloodthirst.
So, we have now, let's say, the first 19 years now has already gone, as it would have gone in the original timeline, except now, the rebellion would have happened much sooner than it should have. So this war would have been much longer. Like, much longer. It would have been way longer than the Clone Wars. Anakin would be head on the fucking hunt for Palpatine. He will try to look for him because he knows he's got to kill him for the lies, and almost put what he put him through because she showed him what his life is like as Darth Vader. He would have suffered more. That would just one, and now being in control of the dark side, I think Anakin would have already unlocked all his powers at this point. He would have been beyond Palpatine. He would have been who he was supposed to be to fight him. Now, I see Maul, let's say A New Hope rolls around, Palpatine does still build the Death Star. He can't physically presently be there, but I see Maul being there. This is where you can still have that confrontation. Have Maul kill Obi-Wan this time.
Or you can make it so they both die.
No, because you know he's gonna come around. Because somebody's got to get payback for Obi-Wan's name. Have Luke witness the thing against him, and have Luke be the one to put down Maul this time, and it would change up the opponent, and it would flip things on its head. Anakin is definitely gonna feel this. It's like whoever Anakin loses, say close to him during the war, whether it be Jedi, troopers, and God forbid, really one of the real close people. He's gonna put all that onto Palpatine. Palpatine is just avoiding a walking bomb.
Oh, he's avoiding a walking nuclear bomb. Ah!
Now, let's change it up to where instead of them blowing up Alderaan, Palpatine takes it drastic by knowing now he's got the numbers of Sith that he needs, and he's got the number of troops that he needs. He doesn't need the Senate anymore. He blows up fucking Coruscant.
Ooh, that'd be bad. Actually, that'd be a good way to kill Padme instead of Obi-Wan. Boom!
Exactly. No, she dies too.
That's why she dies.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is being put, and then you have more reasons for Luke to hate the Sith because think about it, and Leia, because one, their mother's blown up. Anakin will eventually... I think this is where you need to change the scenario and do a great callback. Have Anakin, because I would say young Ahsoka would still be around. Young Ahsoka would be the Ahsoka we know her to be now. But older Ahsoka has now faded like a Force ghost because now what she did took hold.
I'm about to say, you're gonna have to make it so once the knowledge is transferred, that woman... Blumps. Because otherwise you're gonna have grandfather
precursor Ahsoka, like let's just call her precursor Ahsoka. The young Ahsoka, which is this one, feels in the Force that she has to do something. Like something's calling to her, like she's gotta find someone. Which that means regardless, she's gonna fulfill her mission to find Ezra Bridger and Kanan.
An echo.
And bring them into the rebellion. Yeah. It's an echo basically.
The Echo concept has been established already, so that's not exactly that far-fetched.
Now, I see the Jedi, once they amass... Let's get to Empire Strikes Back now. I see Luke confronting Maul, beating him, yes, but losing his hand in the process, because he would be a more capable Jedi than he would have been at that time period. That's the thing. Here's the thing, that's what I'm saying, I'm gonna play on that thing, because the fact that he killed Obi-Wan, he doesn't have his greatest rival. Anything he does now for the Emperor is just mundane. Maul will question why does he need him now. The rule of two inherited nature will then begin to come out. Therefore, inner chaos, Maul could cause inner chaos within the Order.
Also, Maul did believe in the rule too.
Very heavily.
He believed very heavily into that bit of doctrine that there has to be a rule too.
So Palpatine realizes in his desperation of trying to at least have many Sith users under him that he's got no choice but to build.
Actually, I would make it so,
of the Sith.
No offense, just to tweak your story a little bit, Maul doesn't know Palpatine's doing that shit.
What?
That he has multiple apprentices. Maul has no idea.
Have Maul still being his governing factor on Mandalore, and he doesn't.
Like he just said, like a little bit on what David just said right there. I tweak it just a bit So when when he finds out, that's when he defects. Because he'd be like, oh, fuck you. You just broke my trust and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my Obi-Wan kill, but no. You ain't been following what you said the whole time. I asked for 2 things. Because he has a code of honor. A massive one. So if you were to break that trust and that code of honor, he got that wouldn't be a warpy kill either. Him killing Obi-Wan would have been pointless because his trust had been violated the whole time.
Then I see when we get to, like, say...
That's what I'm saying, that's further down the line. They have to have
some big battle. I'm not gonna have a... Huh?
I'm saying the Maul defection that I just mentioned has to be much further when he finds out the World 2 is broken and, you know, him killing after he's killed Obi-Wan. Just imagine him finding out that was kind of a setup. That'd be pissed. And he'd been breaking the Rule 2. That's a damn good reason for Maul to defect.
Yep. And Maul has an army of Mandalorians and a criminal underground.
Yep. Keep everything in continuity.
So basically fucking Palpatine would inadvertently have a tri-war on his hand.
Yep. Create a third faction. There always has to be a third faction. The neutral faction.
But I don't see Maul really giving much grief to the Jedi. His attention would be set on fucking finding Palpatine.
Actually, I could see Anakin being like, don't piss with me and I won't piss with you. And also...
unless they come to blows on something. Which will be... No, they're gonna come to blows about Obi-Wan. It's got... those two would still come to blows.
I can tell you a way to compromise that. That's where Ahsoka's 2 people she's looking for are.
Oh, yeah.
They're working for Maul. Not as Jedi, they're just working for him as... like... Hans, you know,
because like why hasn't she been able to find like Ezra on Lothal, and she couldn't find Kanan?
And that would be a point why Maul, where basically Vader or Anakin just puts, you know, his death. He's like, I want to duel you, but I won't kill you. Can I just duel you?
I see, and then here's the thing. Then I could see, let's say, at the end of an Empire Strikes Back scenario, they get introduced, Kanan and her, and then. By the 3rd movie, they're being well trained enough, and they can be powered up pretty quickly because of who they're training with.
Ahsoka and Maul.
They would at least be very powerful Jedi Knights by a next movie. Not apprentices or Padawans. They could be knights.
Dark Jedi. Because that's basically what Maul was a Dark Jedi, a precursor to one.
Let's play out the scenario where in this, what would be the Return of the Jedi timeline. Have Palpatine do something, he's about to do something very fucking drastic. He finds, within the Star Forge of Exegol, he finds the plans and the location for the next mass shadow generator. Created by Darth Treya. So he finds a way, he's gonna try to use it.
Okay, everyone, I went, because I know what the generator did. And that pisses me off. Okay,
so before he could use it, his plan for himself to make Palpatine fully eternal, I see him doing this. He tries to create the effect that created Nihilus. Therefore, he would be a Sith Eternal.
Oh, that generator.
So I could see Palpatine trying to basically Nihilus himself. He does this. But he doesn't succeed in using the mass shadow generator. What will happen is the thing what you need is, here's the kicker for Legends. The key to use it, you have to find the relic, which the relic would be Nihilus's mask. So place it in the ignition device to start it.
Because
we're gonna play a lot of.
You want irony? Wasn't the mask like Mandalorian type thing, like Revan's mask?
Yeah.
Oh, makes him Maul had the mask.
So we get to a scenario where everyone thinks that
Palpatine doesn't know that, but Maul had the mask the whole time because it's a Mandalorian artifact.
Palpatine will leave all his forces. I see him going back to Geonosis and using that as a battlefield, where he could also use it as a test location of the mass shadow generator. Because it's a world he knows, and it's been an unoccupied world even after the Clone Wars and the Galactic Civil War. So, and the race was wiped out. Palpatine wiped out the race of Geonosians. So it's basically it's a hive, desolate world.
It's a dead planet. You really want to make it world? Make it a dead
I
planet.
see them going back. Basically, the Republic. Well, basically the Jedi's variation of the Republic. You know, the new, whatever they would call it.
Darth Maul.
It would have to be,
Wait. David just said, yeah, and Palpatine would still use the Operation Cylinder.
Mm-hmm. So, pop this quick scenario. Have him, because knowing Palpatine would always have a plan on something. They believe Palpatine's there. Maul, I still see Maul agree. He would be a Dooku type of thing. He would listen to Palpatine, but he had his own agenda.
He's the third faction, dude. He
No, I know, but
sides.
he would be like this. Palpatine would instruct him saying, you know, the time for, you know, is at hand. I want you to take all the armies, everything we have, and meet the Jedi and their army on Geonosis. But he's not disclosing this from a location that's on Exegol either. He's on Mustafar. So the fact that he goes to Mustafar, Anakin in the Force knows that Palpatine is not on Geonosis, but he does send everybody. He tells Ahsoka that, look, I need to go somewhere. He tells his son to come with him, but Leia will lead his rebellion variation of the 501st into battle. Maul will be there, the remaining Jedi will all be there, and all of Palpatine's acolytes that he has trained will be there. Maul, though, when he arrives and when the battle starts with both sides, Maul is fighting making all factions fight each other. So basically, you have the Republic versus Maul, Maul versus the Sith versus him, the Sith versus the Republic. It's a tri-way battle both on ground and in space. So imagine all that hell. Anakin takes a ship. Let's just say this is during where we would replace the Yoda fight with flashes on Geonosis of a battle going on with the clone, with the loyal clones, the Jedi, the Sith warriors, all that crazy shit. And in space. But Palpatine didn't expect Anakin to arrive on Mustafar. Anakin knows what the fuck could happen to him on Mustafar. So when he goes into this fight, he's going into this fight focused. He's not going in with his anger. And he'll be like, the one that would be Lord Vader. And he'll basically snap at him. He'll be like, yeah, what you were gonna turn me into. He was like, you could have been so much more. He was like, I became a monster. I killed my wife by mistake. And he'll acknowledge that he played a part in her death. Palpatine would be like, but I would have willed her anyway. Palpatine's the one that would throw everything on the line right at your face.
One thing that was Palpatine's Achilles heel was his bit of arrogance.
Have Palpatine, when he disrobes himself, you see he's wearing something that he acquired from a Sith tomb. He's wearing Nihilus's robes. And you already know, wearing anything from Nihilus invokes his spirit.
Wearing anything from Nihilus in general is a fucking death sentence.
So, you have basically a fight very reminiscent of what happened in Revenge of the Sith, except it's the prophecy being fulfilled in an actual manner. You have the chosen one of the Jedi and the Sith versus the Dark Lord, which at the time, and still, at least in that era, Palpatine was the Dark Lord of that era.
Wait, I just found the way
But this time, he can't do the body hop technique, because if he uses Nihilus's robes, he's slowly starting to succumb to the influence. He's not going to try to body hop. Nihilus wouldn't body hop. Now, let's say during the course of the fight, we see Palpatine, he's beginning to his fighting style begins to change, his maneuvers, he's becoming more and more like Nihilus. We start hearing a double voice in him. So therefore, you could have had it to where this whole time, because Palpatine loves to get Sith artifacts, and there's certain artifacts that you get that can empower you. He just didn't know the consequence of. He thought he would be stronger than the entity of Nihilus, knowing that Palpatine is truly no match for an ancient Sith. I see Luke. Yeah, Luke would be there with the fight with him. Luke would be with Anakin because they would try to take him on. So you have the father and son duo of the Chosen One, and basically who could be a Chosen One because he's got his father's blood, taking on Palpatine, who wields 2 lightsabers. Except in one hand, Palpatine uses 2 lightsabers like he normally would, but something's different. He's using a curve in one of his hands, which is what Nihilus would use. I see this is where Luke would lose his arm, because I could see the Form 2 Makashi through Nihilus taking Luke out. Not killing him, but taking him out of the fight.
What do you mean by taking him out is basically just doing the same thing that happened to freaking Anakin in Episode 2.
Yeah, then you have
down
it by
the damn
himself.
ground.
Yep. So then now it's Anakin and Palpatine alone, but even Nihilus doesn't understand the like Nihilus's voice comes through and has said he heard legend of the Chosen One in the past, but never thought that legend existed. And there's a technique called Force Light. So let's say if you use Force Light and Nihilus tries to absorb it, it can destroy him from the inside out. So he prevents Nihilus from using the Mass Shadow Generator, but before Nihilus can fully take control of Palpatine, which he needs the mask to do, because once you wear the mask, Nihilus could fully take shape. So he basically is still in a mortal body. I see him trying to use Force Drain, and for the first time we'll see Anakin using a variation, but since he can use both sides of the Force, he'll use Red Force Lightning, which will overpower and blast Nihilus / Palpatine to do a Force explosion, kind of like he did in Episode 6 when he exploded. Maul realizes the fight is out of his favor. He bumps into Leia and Ahsoka, and they take him out. So all the remnants, like all the Sith like all the other Sith acolytes and all that, they are all being killed right then and there. The Jedi this time know that they cannot let any of them get away.
Thank you. I managed to get the item before I died.
And before let's say you end the series, Ahsoka, we see Ahsoka again, a young Ahsoka, saying that, you know, she's felt like something, that she had a purpose for something, and that this could have been her purpose, but she doesn't understand where. That we pan out and we see the Jedi Temple being rebuilt on Tython. With the new heads of the council being Luke, who's now got a metal, robot arm, very reminiscent of his dad's. You have Luke, an older Anakin as the Grand Master. Yoda would have eventually passed away and faded with the Force. You have an older Mace. Like I said, yeah, Ahsoka. What other Jedi would be? Kanan and Ezra. And then at one final glance, the Force ghosts of all the Fallen, who would actually be able to tell what happened just by being part of the Force itself. They would be able to tell what Ahsoka did and what transpired. And they would have been like, what happened in that other world would have brought us to the full brink of extinction. Or at least basically the majority of extinction. Let's say, in this variation, Order 66 kind of extincts the Jedi by at least 60%. Not fucking 80% to 90%. Like they did the first time.
Do I ever need to tell you that writers have no sense of time or scale? Writers don't. I think I've gone on too many rants on that subject.
But if you want to leave it off to tease for a brand new Sith Lord, I would quite literally leave it off where we go to another world in the unknown region. We go back to Exegol in the unknown regions because another Sith Lord would know who it is, know where this throne is. He sits down, we pan out, we see the armor. It's Darth Krayt. with both his, you know, his different colored eyes, the blue eye, but then his other eye becomes the Sith glow, and then it ends right there.
Isn't that how Academy ended? The Sith ending? Isn't that how Academy ended with the Sith ending when you took Krait's power?
I think so. No, or when you took what's his name's power, Marco Ragnos?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I would bring back an ancient Sith, but Krait would technically.
No, I'm just saying, I was like, because you're taking inspiration. I was like, that's one I was like, I think from there. Not saying, just saying, like, wouldn't that just happen? Because you just played the game the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Aha! I got out of that fucking castle region. Fuck you, castle.
So, what do you think of that, basically, rendition? I can't think of any fucking names for what they would be called. I just basically, at the times of where episode 4, 5, and 6 would take place, would be where this new inverted nature of the timeline would really start. Because you have to get that story going off quick. You can't spend like 30 minutes trying to get it through to people.
Sorry, I'm still glad I got out of that damn castle and didn't have to fight that fucking dude. Found a way around.
Oh yeah, you gotta fight him again.
No, I found a way out of the castle.
No, there's another dude like that out there that trails you.
I know, I haven't fought the one guy, Moldred the Gold. I haven't beat him yet. I've got to go back and beat him. But, oh, I can craft fine shit around here. Finally. Finally, new areas to explore.
This is where I would draw inspiration from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Let's say if Anakin eventually dies of age, he eventually passes to become one with the Force, and now there's a new rising Sith Lord and Darth Krayt.
Please don't continue the story right now.
No, not now. I'm just saying you leave it off. You could just leave it off where a chosen one needs to be born, so another one is born.
I was like, you still gotta iron out the rest of that first before you go considering.
Hey, but guess who I would bring in? Starkiller. He would be the next generation
chosen one. Hey, is he already
one.
referenced in one of the ships?
Not in my continuity, I didn't.
No, I meant in the current one.
Yeah.
Wasn't he referenced in the books?
He was mentioned like he has a ship legion, one of those ones you see breaking out of the ice.
Oh great, that means we get to see Starkiller at some point.
Well, that's the thing. We don't know if he exists or not.
I
think he's the one where they just basically fucking say, yeah, we'll name the legion of him, but he's the only one that has no actual like physical form.
You know what's funny about Starkiller thing and people hate it? That was good. That was supposed to be pure canon by George Lucas.
It was too. George Lucas said that this is the official canon to the two in between the two.
Oh god, that actually, if you want to go by the Lucas said it. Well, what about Starkiller? That's a legit thing.
And I think it was set 2 years before. It was set 2 years before. No, 3 years before A New Hope, because Starkiller was 17 years old.
It was set quite a ways, I know that, but it was one of the the stickers, well, there was a lot of things about that, but it was mainly the formation of the rebels. So Rogue One hadn't happened yet, which I don't know where Rogue One takes place. You know what I mean? A lot of
Rogue One, the rebellion's already established. It's just the well, no, they kept it in line where there was a Jedi, at least a couple Jedi helped really kickstart the rebellion, which one of them was Ahsoka, Kanan, and Ezra. They really helped jumpstart the Rebel Alliance. But I would see it to where fuck, I just forgot.
Starkiller?
Huh?
Did you say Starkiller?
I would say Starkiller. I'm saying if you want him introduced and therefore he can have a lot of prevalence, make him a next generation chosen one.
I'd still like him
where if there's a rise, where if there's always a Dark Lord of that kind of magnitude rising, there's got to be someone to match him. And Star Wars always plays it to where it's something to do with birth. because the Force being life and all that. The only thing you would have to explain is then, is every chosen one born without a father? Like, will they be conceived through the Force?
I'd say this is interesting. Red Hood. What if Star Hood didn't die on the Star Force?
I take it Dead Metal finally ran away.
Yeah. Yeah, Star Wars wasn't canon in Disney's eyes, unfortunately, David. Did they give you one to my channel?
The funny thing is like no matter what they say about that though, the two guys that are in charge of Star Wars right now are bringing in the Legends continuity, whether Disney cares or
no, I'm
Disney
just saying.
so or
the
not.
problem is, it's just such a catch-22. Lucas in a freaking interview explained like the Force 3 structure act they were going to have like 4-star killer. Problem, people. You know, since I'm aiming this shot at the zealots. You know, Lucas is the god of Star Wars. Well, what about Star Killer? That actually is a thing. It's in the making of the goddamn games. His interview.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a thing where, like, you know, love is forbidden type thing. Star Wars, Star Killer, because he had a crush on, what was it, Juno?
The chick. Yeah,
Juno. They were going to play into that whole, you know, why is love forbidden or something. I think that was what the line, the one.
Because you see the shit that could happen, the casualty that could happen, because Vader didn't fucking hesitate. But
oh no! Like, did you see what happened when he thought she was dead? Well, somehow.
Oh yeah, he
gave Vader a good run for the money. He's like, oh shit! It's kind of like, oh shit.
He's like, how the fuck did I train something that powerful? He's like, how did I train someone that powerful?
No, I'd be worried. I'd be like, damn it, he already kicked my ass once. Now I've just done something. I should not have done that. I imagine that was what was going through Vader's mind when that act.
But then I heard the third game was going to be a co-op game between Vader and Starkiller. I'm like, what fucking situation would cause them to work together? I
saw a scenario where it was Starkiller had hunted down the other clone that you find documents of. And you were going to be facing up against that, his other successful clone. Because there's documents hidden throughout this thing how that one does exist. And it was supposed to be him hunting down that. But that's just an early leak of what if draft. And like the choice would have been, you know, that clone had found the Jedi way and like...
Because the games implied that Vader was able to use an ability to restore the dead. Because how the fuck did he do it for Starkiller the first time? And the funny thing is, it's the novel and some of the documents that tell you that the Starkiller that he thinks he's a clone, he's not a clone. He's just basically, after Vader did that scramble...
They did a Revan to him. Vader did a Revan to him.
Vader Revaned his mind.
Vader had learned the trick to, you know, mind wipe you, which is actually bloody terrifying. For someone of Vader's skill back then to know mind wipe. Geez, you want to get rid of Palpatine.
That still wouldn't work as Palpatine's fucking... See, Palpatine has a fucking cheat move. He's got like this...
The Xehanort mentality.
No, on Exegol he's got this fucking... massive. And I mean, it's like a fucking... It's the size of one of the beacons from Dead Space. It's a kyber crystal. And the fact that, I guess since he discovered it and imprinted his force mark on it, his power comes from it, which kind of does give him an unlimited thing, because that's where he gets his thing, unlimited power. His force is tapped into that kyber crystal, and it gives him an endless supply of dark side energy. But that's why when he does that with his body, he's always faking out. Because he knows he's got the power to fucking hit you back.
I liked how in the movie, even though it's not that game's not canon, what's his face? Palpatine basically says, "I hope we didn't do our undoing by creating this rebel alliance."
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I remember playing the first time and just dying laughing.
Because you know he was like, God damn it, we got another problem now.
And considering, you know, that was supposed to be the tie-in for, you know, Episode 4, I was dying laughing. I was like, oh my god, Palpatine, if you saw the future and saw what was going to happen to your ass, that's funny. Was I the only one who was dying laughing that one of the training programs put in Proxy to train him was Obi-Wan?
It was, yeah. But the fact that Proxy never used the Darth Maul one, I was like, oh, you're an asshole. You whipped out a whole new fighter on him that he actually doesn't know about in the middle of a serious situation.
What was even more funny was with the Obi-Wan thing was that
when Vader saw it, Vader's head didn't hesitate. He stabbed the shit out of him. Like, fuck you.
It's like, that's revenge.
Because Vader didn't have knowledge he was gonna do it already.
What made it ironic was that was like if Vader had gotten the chance to, you know, stab him back on Mustafar, that's like a revenge. And knowing, you know, episode 4 hadn't happened yet, precursor. Just getting to stab Obi-Wan in his prime probably felt good.
Yeah, because they were the first true successful clones. Because you saw that, like, cloning succession didn't happen until way later, where you could clone a Force user, but that was like a lot later. Like Thrawn was
no,
one
I'm just talking about, you know, Vader stabbing Proxy.
Oh yeah.
On that ice planet had to feel good when he was in whatchamacallit looking like Obi-Wan. That had to feel very good and satisfying. Like, I knew I kept you alive for a reason. But I found it fucked up that Proxy even wanted to... He took his program to the extreme that he set the freaking ship to go into a black hole. Or the sun.
Yeah, like, what in the fuck? What kind of trial and training was that shit?
Like, Vader, I get you want him to be always under the threat of a gun, but that's kind of taking things to the extreme.
It's almost making you feel like, goddamn, is it really that fucking hard to kill Palpatine? Because I really see if you just keep the pressure on him, he's eventually gonna bitch out, and you just gotta make sure he don't get the fuck away.
Really, just have that droid always be in Palpatine's presence. It'd be giving him a headache. Because that droid had every holo program put in it. You remember all Jedi that Vader, I think, ever knew of, he put in there?
Yeah.
That'd be an annoying droid to have around for training practice. No, actually, it'd be a good droid, but a very dangerous one. This is because if it's programmed to kill you at all times, what's to say Proxy hasn't tried to kill Starkiller when he's sleeping? Yes, everyone, I'm laughing at the fact, even though that's kind of genocidal, but it's within what I could see Proxy doing, that damn droid.
You genocidal maniac?
But I found that a bitch move on Cloud City. He turns into a freaking Darth Maul. I'm like, really, Proxy? Really?
Like, why?
And I'm like, Vader, where did you get this? Where did you get knowledge of Maul?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he had to figure something out. He had to find out some way to get the information. So, no. He could have easily gotten, let's say, footage of that battle.
Or had Palpatine talk shit about how one of his
I doubt Maul was gonna talk shit. I doubt Palpatine
talk shit about how one of his apprentices was a failure. And be like, well, who was the apprentice? Oh, Darth Maul, blah, 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 blah. Just describes him and he just freaking makes it. Anakin was a genius programmer. Hey, I was surprised Proxy came back whatchamacallit.
Oh god, it's game. Russian Mayday.
I can't be the only guy that liked Proxy.
Source. Dude, trust me.
What the hell?
Have you ever heard of this thing called according to the Russian May Day
Eldar
celebration
Avatar?
on May 8th? We have 48 hours until the world is destroyed by nuclear devastation.
Huh?
Oh, I was reading the Russian May Day. Apparently in 48 hours we will all be destroyed of nuclear, what's it called? Nuclear destruction.
Is that recent or an old document?
I don't know. I was looking at the thing that said source. Dude, trust me.
Yeah. How old's the document?
I don't know, it doesn't show.
Son
Don't
of a
shoot me.
bitch.
Don't shoot the fucking messenger.
I will shoot the messenger. Everyone should know my bias towards nukes.
Oh my god, look what they're teaching in school.
Critical race theory?
No.
Or
My
gender
sister
studies?
just sent me this saying, yo, look what they're showing to your youngest nieces and nephews. I'm DMing it to you.
Oh, I've heard of some crazy stuff they're shoving in your kids to make them
There you go.
wonder their gender.
Read that.
Alright, give me a second. Let me find that damn map sign.
I'm actually about to end my stream. I got shit to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna end mine soon too. Well, I was gonna end mine. Alright, y'all.
Now, you're gonna die looking at that.